Hi, everyone. Told you I'd be back. My name's Ethan Van Sciver. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm the world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, eloquent, uh, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan and trusted member of the media. Hi, everyone. It's good to be with you again. I was here this morning a little bit earlier. Woke up and I just said I got to do a live stream. I was drawing. I wanted to bring you into my world. I wanted to make you a part of what was going on in my office at that particular moment, which was nothing. I mean, nothing was going on. I was just sitting there drawing a cover, getting ready to create this enormous campaign. And I just brought you in. We did a nice tour of my studio. I don't know if you caught that. You can watch that video if you'd like. And it was interesting. I think people thoroughly enjoyed it. How are you guys? Matt Villar says it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful moment. We all kind of got along together. Bob Bug with one eye is king says, I was working. Can you stream later? Yeah, I can stream later too. I can. This stream might go on for a little while. I don't know how I feel. I might feel like kind of streaming today for a little bit. I might bring some more comic skaters in. We might talk. We might have a, I don't know, powwow, as they say. We might do that. Tumba Dom says, what are you wearing? I'm wearing a sweatshirt. A hoodie sweatshirt. Nothing that interesting today. Grandy's Nut says, good morning, E. Warts and all cover looks badass. Thank you. Okay, so let's start. Hold on a second here. Warts one said, I had to stop your earlier stream to watch this one. That's how you know I'm doing good on YouTube. When there's so much content, when I'm producing so much fantastic content that, you can barely keep up with it. That's when I know I'm doing the right thing. Dragon of the Blackpool says, damn it, Ethan, us normal people work till 5. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to keep going today. Today's an important day. A lot of stuff is going on. I finally, now that I've got the cover to Warts and All done, I decided now would be a great time. In fact, a fantastic time to go ahead and launch the preview notifications page for CYBERFROG Warts and All. Let's just do it. The heck with it. I started building the campaign page. I'm working on it. It's a lot more intensive, like work intensive than I thought it would be. Wreck Planet was pretty tough to put together. These campaigns, you don't want to do them. You don't want to do them half-assed. You do want to get in there. You want to make sure that you're doing a good job. That you've factored in all the costs, shipping. You want to make sure that you factored in add-ons and make sure that you get all of the product in there that you needed to get in there. This is a big one. This is a very, very big one. Although it's not going to be all that much work for me, thank God. Because all of this stuff is already drawn. It's like, how fantastic is this? It's a whole campaign full of stuff that already exists. It's already done. I mean, I'm going to have to put together Warts and All. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to write some essays. I'm going to talk about how this stuff all came to be. But it's all drawn, so I can actually put this campaign out, and I can sit there and work on Wreck Planet the entire time this is funding. It's fantastic. I want to put this book out in summer of 2021. This is going to be an exotic, beautiful volume of comics. Every single CyberFrog comic from the 90s should be represented here. Not only that, we're going to go beyond that. We're going to go above and beyond that. I'm going to search out, and I've already begun this, every interview from magazines. There weren't too many. I mean, I was a nobody. Nobody wanted to interview me. And they still don't. But nobody wanted to interview me, especially in the 90s. But a few magazines did. I'm going to put those in there. And all the house ads, for all the, the Vampirella magazines from from Harris. I found the first previews catalog in which CyberFrog #1 for Hall of Heroes was solicited. We'll be putting that in there. I mean, that's all of the history. It's going to be a pleasure to read. If you're interested in the subject, we're going to make it absolutely exhaustive so that you won't be missing a thing. And heck with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Big, thick comic. We're thinking it's going to be about 328 pages worth of material. Let me see here. 328 pages of material. plus extras. We're going to have a bunch of different bonus things. There's going to be a magazine called Frogapalooza Zine. Frogapalooza Zine, which is something I wanted to do back in the 90s, but never got around to it. And Frogapalooza Zine is going to come with, it's going to come with I think $100 tier. There'll be a slot for it within the slipcover of the hardcover omnibus book. Hold on a second here. Everything's complicated all the time. Oh, hold on a second. Yes. Send me the verification code, you son of a b. Well, let me get because I'm trying to see you guys. I can't see you guys right now. I have to log into my iPad here. My iPad is slowing me down. Send me the send me the gosh darn verification code, please, so that I can do my job. They're not going to do it anyway. Don't worry about it. We'll catch up. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. You bastards. Hold on a second, guys. Bear with me now. Bear with me. When something is going wrong when you're signing into Google, that's a serious issue. Let me see here. Go. Okay, yeah, send this there. Okay, and then we should have something here. We do. Okay, all right. I'm doing this instead of going to get pies this afternoon or this morning. Andrea said, do you want to go get some pumpkin pies? I said, I kind of do. Kids aren't in the house. We could do that. We could take a drive out to the farms where I normally take you guys. We could get some pies. She said, can you limit it to 2? And I said, no. And so we're not going. We're not at the pie place right now. I would, I'd be out there getting 4. I said 4. We're going to get 4 pies if we're going to make the trip. She said, I'd like you to keep it to 2. So here we are. We're not getting any pies at all. Not at all. Okay, here it is. CyberFrog, warts and all. Now I can see you guys. We're all signed in. You're all calling me fatty. That's great. That's great. Now I know that we're connected. This is the relationship that we have together. I'm nice to you guys, and you guys call me fatty, fat, gay Caesar, whatever it is. I like the Caesar part. That part's okay with me. It's the fat and gay part that bothers me. All right. So CyberFrog warts and all on Indiegogo. This is the official sign-up page you're looking at. Sign up early and receive an exclusive trading card with backing. Now, that's important. You know that last time, if you signed up for Rec Planet, you got the exclusive Vespis trading card. Andrea sent all those out. This was the exclusive Vespis trading card that you all received. That's important. You want to get the trading card, especially this time. This time, you'll definitely want to get the trading card. Give me your address, your email address, throw it in there. That way I can harass you. I can sexually harass you. No, I won't do that. I will not sexually harass you. I promise you I won't. But I will say, hey, guys, come and it's time to back the campaign. And the other thing that I'll do for all of these people who sign up with their email address, I'm going to give you guys 24-hour early access to the campaign. Not that it's going to be live. The campaign will not be live, but you'll be able to shop it and you'll be able to see everything and make a plan. You can examine the campaign before anyone else can. That's what early backers are going to get. I'm going to send you a MailChimp link, and you'll be able to look at the campaign and you'll be able to say, oh, I don't want any of this shit. No, you'll say, oh, okay, let me make a plan for what I want to get. And then 24 hours later, you'll be in there first, which is going to be important because we do have some limited items that are limited, believe it or not. Every rare early issue of CyberFrog will be collected here. For the first time ever, a complete volume of every rare CyberFrog comic and appearance from the 1990s. These comics are hard to find, and they're often very expensive. Very expensive. So here's your chance, everyone. Here's your chance to get all of it in one hardcover omnibus collection. Do not miss out. There's going to be brand new cover art by me, Ethan Van Sciver. Here it is right here. This book will feature new wraparound dust jacket cover. Okay. So it's going to have a like a foil wraparound jacket colored by Kyle Ritter. I'm waiting for the colors on this. Kyle said, I can color this. He's like, can I make it extra gay? I'm like, yes, you can. He said, okay, great. I'm on it. New art by artist Ethan Van Sciver and colorist Kyle Ritter. So we'll wait to see this. This will be wrapped around your book. You peel the dust jacket off of your book. This is the $30, the basic tier. And underneath there'll be a little gold logo or something like that. I don't know. The book will be green. It's going to be really, really, really nice. It's going to have a nice silky bookmark in it, like the Holy Bible does. You know how your Holy Bible has a bookmark so that you can go back for inspiration later? You can mark your place. You know, I used my bookmark on the Bible so much that it fell out. You know, that's how much I was reading the Holy Bible. Well, same thing will probably or would happen to your copy of CyberFrog Warts and All Omnibus, except it's going to be sturdier. Now, you're going to use it. You're going to read it as often as you read the Bible, probably more. But the ribbon bookmark is going to stay put. Don't worry about that. This right here, CyberFrog Frogapalooza Zine. This is what I just mentioned. This campaign will feature an opportunity to grab an exclusive bonus comic, CyberFrog Frogapalooza Zine, with the earliest previously unpublished and unpublishable CyberFrog comics and art. Now, this is a quick peek at what, that shit looks like. But, it's going to be good because from a historical, we're going to make it look, my plan, it's going to be a nice book with a spine on it. It's going to be like, God, it's like 60 pages of material. It's a lot of material. It's going to have a spine on it. I'm going to try to make it kind of look like, even though it's going to be better quality, the aesthetic is going to be, 1990s, early 90s grunge Jersey zine. That's what I want it to look like. I want it to look like you would buy it or you would get it for free, like somebody would throw it at you at a record store while you were buying Nirvana's Incesticide on cassette tape. That's the aesthetic that I'm going for. Or on vinyl. But it's going to be a nice quality item. It's just, all of the early stuff from before we were even published, like before I was published at Hall of Heroes. This was, this is the stuff that I was doing. Oh my goodness. Good times. I remember the first CyberFrog drawing that I did. I was in a band. I was in a band with a bunch of adults. And I took my CyberFrog drawing in and I showed it to them. It was Fascist Frog. That's what he was called. And the guitarist was like a 45-year-old black guy. I was 19. He says, I can't believe people can even draw this good. He said, I can't believe it's even possible for anyone to draw this good. I said, I know. Amazing. Absolutely. No, it wasn't Winger. I wasn't in Winger. I did an album cover for Winger. That's my earliest memory of coming up with CyberFrog, was just this guy saying to me, I can't even believe anyone can draw this good. And I had to agree with him. I couldn't believe it either. I was amazed with myself. This campaign is also going to feature custom merch. So you're going to have baseball caps, beanies, and hoodies. We're going to put those out there. The hoodies I'm worried about. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to make them. I mean, I'll probably make them anyway. I don't know what the investment is. I think I have to buy I'll buy a lot of them. Can I sell that many? I don't know if I can sell. But we're going to try. We're going to put them out there anyway. And I think I have to sell like 500 of them to break even. Am I going to do that? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll buy but I'll buy them all. And the ones that I don't sell, I'll donate to African children. So you'll see. It's like after the election, like all those little African kids wearing Hillary Clinton t-shirts. Hillary Clinton for president. Madam President 2016. Yeah, it's not funny. You don't put those on Somalian kids, and it's not funny at all. You're like making fun of them. Are you making fun of them? Or are you making fun of Hillary? I don't really know. Either way, it's funny. I'm gonna do. I'll probably do that. I just want to make sure that you guys can get hoodies if you want them. If you want the hoodies, you can get them. This is the big thing right here. Bonus CyberFrog metal miniature at executive tier. So the $200 tier, that's going to be the top tier. That'll be the subscription to the campaign like usual. That's going to come with the hardcover Warts and All, with the slipcase, with Frogapalooza zine, with Unforgettable Tales 1 and 2 line art variants, with Unforgettable Tales 3 is going to be included in that. It will not include merch. You will not get merch with this. I cannot give you hats. I'm gonna have to make it clear. No apparel, no apparel. But you will get you'll get the metal miniature and everything else that we put out. Will go in the $200. Oh my God, can you imagine? I got to size up. I got 500 executive tiers, and I got to put hats. One of every beanie and hat in there. I'm gonna have to make that very clear. No, 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 can't do that. That would be crazy. Would that be crazy? Yeah. What about says EVS wants us naked? Well, I mean, you know, sign up early and receive that exclusive trading card. I don't know if you guys did that yet, but you know, make sure that you do. Keep this frog jumping. For more CyberFrog news and previews and me being harassed and berated by teenage transgendered kids, subscribe to Comic Artist Pro Secrets on YouTube, but follow me on Twitter. This is the link. If you want to follow me on Twitter and see me harassed by transgender SJWs that are 17 years old. How are you trans at 17? I don't, you know, I guess. God bless you. I just want you to be happy. That's all. Keep this frog jumping. Keep it jumping, everyone. You know, appreciate it. Meat Laser says, can I buy the frog Warhammer separately? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's just going to be part of the executive tier because I only have 500 of them. I only have 500 of these frog miniatures. Am I going to sell 500 executive tiers? I don't see. That's the question. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know what's going on. I mean, look, CyberFrog Wreck Planet. Here it is, right here. Was an unexpected success. I was not expecting it to do this well. And the executive tier was limited. It was 200, and we, you know, it was limited to $200. It was limited to 2,500, and we did eventually sell through all of those. Took a while. I think it took 3 months to sell through all of the executive, you know, honeycomb box tiers. And this time I'm only selling 500 of them. I'm not expecting this campaign. I mean, who knows? I don't want to say anything like, I don't want to jinx myself. I'm not expecting this campaign to do as well as this campaign. I'm just hoping to see if we can get 6 figures on this campaign. $100,000 would be delightful, would be absolutely delightful. But you know, if we do not sell, if we don't sell through all 500 miniatures, I guess I will sell them individually. I don't want to keep them. There's no reason for me to hang on to them and deny you of a miniature. But I think that they exist mainly for, you know, for the executive backers. That's what they're for this time. So sign up, CyberFrog, Warts and All. The link's in the description. What about says Warts and All will defeat Keanu? Yeah, right. Keanu Reeves. We're going to talk about that. We got a bunch of big campaigns kind of ending right now. Very big campaigns, and it spells positive, exciting things for the future. People who want to crowdfund indie comics. Is that you? Do you want to crowdfund indie comics? A lot of you do. This is we're kind of paving the way here and showing people how it's done. This is how it's done. I'm trying to show people how it's done. I make it look like it's all planned. You know, you would look at what I'm doing and go, wow, Ethan really knows how to do this. And the truth is, I don't know. I have no idea. I just, you know, woke up, like I told you guys, you know, I woke up on the front lawn, passed out drunk from last night. Sprinklers came on. I was like, what the fuck? Realized I was, you know, in my underpants, front yard. And then I came in here and did this, you know, yeah, winging it. That's, yeah, I know you guys are impressed, but this is how it's done. This is how I do it. CyberFrog 2 Wrecked Planet. Have you backed this yet? Have you backed this behemoth? I was showing you guys. Oh, a few more people did back it just now. Thanks. Look how close we are. We're 6 backers away from 9,800 backers. 9,800. Very close to 1.1 million. I was showing people today, the quality of this campaign is beyond belief. It really is incredible. I'm never going to do anything like this again. Ever, ever, ever again. I got to ship out these gigantic salamandroids to you guys. You fucking... I'm going to be... That's going to be my whole summer. I'll be... Easter time. I'm going to be sitting there boxing up salamandroid and frogs to you guys and sending them. I got to send 2,500 honeycomb boxes. I got to pack 2,500 honeycomb. I'm going to have to hire. I'm driving by at Home Depot. I'm throwing a bunch of Mexicans in the back of my car. Excuse me for my racism. And I'm going to bring them home. I'm going to like pack these honeycomb boxes. See? And they'll be like, see. And then we'll start packing these honeycomb boxes up to you guys. It's got to be done. This stuff has to be done. It has to get done and sent to you guys. And then I'm going to buy a truck. That's the other thing I was telling Andrea. I said, Andrea, we have enough money to buy a truck. She's like, well, I was like, we need one. We need like a U-Haul truck with the Laughing Man painted on the side of it so that we can ship boxes, packages from our warehouse to the GD post office. It's gotten that big now. It's gotten that big. When we get to the action figures, the CyberFrog action figures coming up, that's going to be the same thing. We got a lot of that coming up. Child labor is cheaper, says Tara Wombat. Well, I think it's illegal. I think it's illegal. I'm not sure. I got to think about it. If we can hire kids, look, I want to save a dime. I want to save a buck, just like you guys. This is important, though. We got great stuff coming up. Of course, I've got the whole shipment. This is what I mean by quality, okay? You guys aren't even thinking about this. You guys are like, oh, yeah, I'll support Ethan. I like Ethan. I think Ethan's really awesome. He's funny. He does live streams and videos all the time. He makes me go, ha, ha, ha. I like Ethan. He goes, ha, ha, ha. I listen to him on the way to work. He's such a jerk. Sometimes he dresses in a feathered boa. It freaks out Hondurans. I like that guy. So I'm going to back his $25 comic book. Wazir says none of this is true. Well, fine. Let's see. Job of the Cuck says, I don't like you. Well, okay. I mean, some people don't. I'm saying some people do. And they go, okay, I'm going to back Ethan's comic book. I'm going to back at the $25 level. And you're thinking, oh, it's a nice chromium comic book with a Jay Lee cover. I want that chromium Jay Lee cover. But what you're not realizing is that you're getting way more than that. Look at this. When you back just the Jay Lee cover, you get this little cute CyberFrog toy. Free CyberFrog toy for every comic backer. This is going to come on a nice card. It's going to look nice. It's going to look like a real toy that you bought at Five Below and regretted it. It's going to look great. You guys are going to be very, very, very happy with your. So this is just $25. You're going to get your chromium variant of Wrecked Planet. You're going to get your bonus comic book. It's called CyberFrog Heartsick Horror, and I've got EJ working on it now. EJ's turned in the first 6 pages of layouts. They're beautiful. I think he gets it. I think he's like, oh, this is what you want me to do. You don't want me to draw a Robotoad? No, I don't want you to draw a Robotoad character. I want you to tell the story of Heather Swain from the years 2004 to present. It's important that people know. Why is it important that people know? Well, because I've been hinting at a bunch of things since the 1990s. I've been hinting about Ben Reilly and Deathfly, what he is. Heather Swain wears an ankh around her neck for some reason. You're going to find out about that. Her friend is Dystopia in high school. Dystopia's powers are interesting. Those got mentioned in Amphibionics #1. You can go back and read that for a clue. All these clues, so subtle, so very subtle. Like if it'd be easy to miss them if you completely didn't care. But if you did care and you're actually reading CyberFrog, you'd be like, oh, I get it. So EJ has to draw this story that's just going to be one more piece of the puzzle, of the mystery of Heather Swain. And, he's doing a great job. So you're going to get that. You're going to get CyberFrog Heartsick Horror. That's 2 comic books for $25. No, it's 3, because you're also going to get the Salamandroid color zine. I'm taking all of the black and white Salamandroid solo appearances. So that means Hall of Heroes Presents #0 plus the Salamandroid color zine. A lot of it's repetitive. I don't care. I'm just going to get it all colored, reprint it, give it to you. You guys will have it. Okay. You do whatever you want. You can spank your cat with it. I'm not asking you. I'm just saying I'm giving it to you for free. You're going to get 6 trading cards. By the way, 3 of those trading cards are regular trading cards, and the other 3 are going to be they're going to be chromium trading cards. 3 chromium trading cards. And why is that important? It's important because the CyberFrog Warts and All campaign is going to have the official trading card binder, which will also be included free with your executive campaign, executive tier. If you want a free CyberFrog binder, otherwise you can pay for it. I'll put it over here so you guys can actually buy it if you don't want to back the executive. But the free, you're going to get that CyberFrog trading card binder with beautiful CyberFrog and Salamandroid artwork on it. You'll open it up. You'll be able to officially collect your CyberFrog trading cards. You got 6 of them right here. 6 of them are going to be with this campaign, plus the Vespus one that you got for free. You're going to get 2 giant dazzling stickers. They're going to be dazzling. One is CyberFrog and one is Salamander. They're going to be very big. You're going to get this right here, the CyberFrog keychain. I was showing this morning. I got a whole shipment of 13,000 of these coming. I ordered 13,000 of these. They're already paid for. They're on their way. They're beautiful. They're like pliable, I don't know, vinyl keychains of CyberFrog on them. They say CyberFrog on the back. They're going to come in this little plastic baggie. You didn't ask for it. I gave it to you. I made it for you because I love you. And, you know, some of you don't appreciate all the things I do for you. Some of you do. And to those of you who do, thank you. I'm glad that you appreciate me. Those of you who don't, you know who you are, Jabba the Cuck. Bob Bug with one eye is king. You know, you guys, ungrateful. Absolutely ungrateful. But those of you who go, you know what, Ethan really goes out of his way for us. He makes us keychains. You're welcome. You're welcome. And then number 7, the CyberFrog PVC toy. That's just $25. That is how a successful Indiegogo campaign goes. You go, oh my gosh, my $25. They go, oh, Ethan's a grifter. He's charging $25 for a single comic book. What the fuck? I could get 5 issues of Unfuckable Squirrel Girl for that much money. Well, yes, you could. Yes, you could. And if it were just this one single CyberFrog book alone, that would be plenty. Honestly, it would be plenty. $25 for the second issue of CyberFrog, 48 pages of an installment of the most important comic book of our generation. And it is the most important comic book of our generation. But check this out, bitches. And by bitches, I'm talking to the bitches that are like, $25 for one comic book? I could get 17 copies of Riri Williams. Yeah, you could. You could do that. You could do that. Or you could have taste. Or you could not be an NPC. Or you could support the indies. Or you could stand up with other CyberFrog fans and say, no, this is the future of comics, not this. This isn't the future of comics. This is the future of comics right here. We stand with Ethan Van Sciver. We stand with Ethan Van Sciver. And then join me. We're going to burn down your neighborhood, by the way. I haven't told you guys that, but that is coming up. Once we get CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet out in people's hands, we are going to, set fire to neighborhoods. So I hope that's okay with you guys. I hope you're with me. If you're not, you're not. You know, what can I do? What happened there? I lost you for a minute. Yeah, we're gonna riot. Why you guys? Some of you guys are saying no. No, after the election we'll riot. Okay, so we're gonna riot. You know, people say, why are you doing this? And we're saying, well, we're doing it for indie comics. You know, indie comics matter too. Indie comics matter. ICM. You know. We are, I'm making you guys t-shirts that say Indie Comics Excitement. Indie Comics Excitement. ICE. Black t-shirts, white lettering, ICE on the front and back. You guys wear them with me. We'll wear our ICE t-shirts. Indie Comics Excitement. And then we're going to, we'll go out there. We'll go out there and yes? You guys with me or no? No? Yeah, some of you are. Indie Comics Excitement. Okay, some people are mad. Raging Mantis is mad at me for that. Why? Why are you mad? All right, so that's $25. So my point is, for $25, you don't just get one comic book. You get 3, you get 6 trading cards, you get 2 big stickers, you get a beautiful keychain, which you will use. Except for those of you in New York City who don't have a car. But even if you don't have a car, you still have house keys. Everybody needs a keychain. And a CyberFrog PVC toy, which you can put on your nightstand at night. Pet him on the head just before you turn out the lights. Good night. Good night, Froggy. He'll say, good night. He'll say, good night there. See you in the morning. And that's what CyberFrog will say. Yeah. People want the Indie Comics Excitement t-shirt. We're going to make that. Don't worry about that. People do want the, yeah. All right. Very good. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for backing CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet. Those of you who did, the link's in the description. If you haven't backed it yet, that's okay. There are a few more people backing it. We're getting really close now. We're 4 backers away from 9,800 backers. 9,800 backers, and we will be at, I don't know, will be at an even number. It's completely arbitrary. It doesn't really mean anything. I don't get anything for being a 9800 backers. It's a little OCD. OCD. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, moving on to Impossible Stars. This is your boy Zach. Your boy Zach launches this shit without telling me anything. I don't know if he's watching right now, but he doesn't tell me. I said, Zach, why didn't you tell me that you were going to launch a new campaign called Impossible Stars? Why not? Speaking of OCD. And he said, well, he said, I don't want it to be your responsibility. Now, hang on a second. How could it be my... Zach, you're my friend. I don't mind doing this. I don't mind talking about your comics. It's not I don't see it as a responsibility. I see it as a pleasure. I see it as an honor. I see it, in a way, let me fix my camera. I don't like it when there's too much, when there's too much space above my head. You want to fill the screen like this. It's not hard for me to fill the screen, but this is good. This works. It's a pleasure. It's a privilege to help Zach out, to talk about Zach's comics. Zach doesn't come in here. Zach doesn't do very many live streams anymore. In fact, none. I said, you want to do live streams? He said, I'm busy for the foreseeable future. I said, you sure about that? He doesn't want to live stream. We talk every day about stuff, but he just doesn't like to live stream. And I think it's unfortunate that, look, we can't all be on the air all the time. I understand that. But look, we got to put some anxiety aside and be a part of this marketing arm called Comicsgate. Jaffo says, Jaffo became a new member. Thank you, Jaffo. Follow the directions in the community tab and get your trading cards. Andrea has trading cards for you. I don't have a Liberace shirt. This is not a Liberace shirt. Not at all. You guys are just making fun of me. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I'm barely looking at the chat. Because if I were looking at the chat, I would have low self-esteem. It would affect my self-esteem. And I don't think you guys even care. I think you guys do this on purpose. P. Callan says, Warts and All will be my 40th Comicsgate project I back. Thank you so much for that. That's huge. 40 projects. Thank you for supporting the arts, the indie comics of Comicsgate. Wellward user says Ethan could fill several screens. Yes, with beautiful artwork, you mean. Beautiful artwork. All right, let me look at this thing. I haven't looked at the video yet. I hope it's not 45 minutes long, but it probably is. Impossible Stars graphic novel starring Zach. Oh, it's quick.
Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and this is my promotional video for my new Indiegogo campaign, Impossible Stars graphic novel. I'm very, very excited about this. This was actually ready in January, but I got kind of nervous because it's sci-fi. I haven't done sci-fi before. But then when I saw it all finished, I got so confident that the sequel is already being written. It's a new franchise, not just a book. And basically all of the sci-fi ideas I have will get put into this timeline. So it's about Earth, about 200 years in the future. And they finally created FTL, faster than light drive. So finally we can explore beyond our solar system. Just as we're about to launch our first voyage out to the stars, an alien empire communicates a threat. If we leave our solar system, the planet will be destroyed. And as a show of force, they use a beam weapon to destroy a major metropolitan area, to which the nations of Earth basically instantly capitulate. Tyrus Blake, who was the backup astronaut for the voyage, he hijacks one of the FTL spacecraft with a small crew, and he goes to break the quarantine. This is, of course, a major problem.
Now, wait a second, Zach.
The alien empire has...
Now, hold on a minute. Never mind. I'll just let you keep talking.
Displayed an ability to fire a beam weapon all the way across the universe. But Tyrus has noticed something about the first shot and the second shot, and he's got some ideas of his own about what to do about this threat. The protagonist of the story, Aaron Cruz, is an international hero astronaut, having survived a rocket crash and just getting over the burns and wounds, but still exhibiting, unbeknownst to anyone else, some very strange after effects from the experience. He's tasked with not only catching up to Tyrus, but overtaking and or destroying his ship so that it doesn't break the quarantine, which would put all of Earth into jeopardy. And then here might be a huge surprise. Nexus. Yes, that Nexus. As an add-on or as part of a bundle, there's going to be a separate physical product. Impossible Stars is a graphic novel, square bound. This Nexus is a all-new story written by Mike Barron, co-creator of Nexus, drawn by Kelsey Shannon. I would describe it, and this was the pitch. I said to Mike, Mandalorian is very popular. Write something Mandalorian-esque that will really be a great way to introduce people to this world. I've been reading, since the mid-90s, and the script is fantastic. It's just awesome. And then we got some really cool merch. So this is a blueprint. This is the 3D model of the Huracan. Renzo designed this. So I think this is going to be a really fun concept. This is a print, so it's going to come up rolled in a tube. So this is one feature that it took me a while to really get to know, and now I love. And that is add-ons. So go ahead and check it out. Impossible Stars graphic novel on Indiegogo. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait for you to read this book.
I can't either. I can't wait to read it. I'm going to back this tonight. Impossible Stars by your boy Zach in a very, very short video, which is great. Yeah, it looks cool. Looks very, very cool. I like hearing Zach talk about ideas he's excited about. Here's what I wanted to yell at him about. Meteors are not this close together. I know they are in movies, but in outer space, they're not this close together. This doesn't happen. This would not exist in space. It just wouldn't happen. They wouldn't all be crowded around like this. They'd be miles and miles apart, and that's bad enough. But they wouldn't be all clustered. Like that's Star Wars. It's not real. This guy, I like the art here. This guy's like, choke me. But if you have I would say this. Don't do this. Don't do a mask like this. All right. So script by Chuck Dixon, story by Richard C. Meyer and Chuck Dixon. Zach's working with Chuck a lot. Art by Renzo Rodriguez. I don't know that guy. It looks good though. Good for Zach, man. Zach's just getting his ideas out there, making them happen. We got Nexus with art by the incredible Kelsey Shannon. That's all I care about. Kelsey drew it. I care about it. I like what Kelsey does. He's a really good artist. He's quick to let you know that. No, he isn't. He's humble. No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say he's a great artist. He keeps it to like he's humble. But he really is a great artist. And I had to get him to work. I was talking to Kelsey. I was like, what are you doing? Come do some CyberFrog. He's like, all right, I got some other stuff to do. But I was like, I'll give you, he drew CyberFrog on a motorcycle. I was like, if you draw anything CyberFrog, I'll buy it from you. And then if you want to tell a story, let me know, because I'll write a story for you. I'm not like Zach. Zach's got a million stories in his head. I've got one story in my head. I've got one story, and I have to think, when it comes to CyberFrog, one story that goes forward. So I have to think of these branched off stories sometimes, And when I do think of them, they have to assist the main story, or there's no real reason to do it. Like EJ's story, Heart Sakar, actually helps the main story. You need to read it. I don't want anything to be extraneous. Like, whoa, that was fluff. I didn't need that. All of these stories need to have vital information in them to help you continue with the story. All right. So back, Impossible Stars by your boy Zach. I'm proud of him for getting out there, doing more books. This guy means to be a publisher. He's doing a great job, but he really needs my help. Zach, if you're watching, stop it. I get it. I got to help you. You got to let me help you, Zach. Tell me when you're going to launch a campaign. I'll let people know. I'll get the word out there. These guys are dying to help you out. They cannot wait to help you, but they don't know. They don't know what you're doing. All right. So, and by the way, if I don't know what you're doing, how could they know what you're doing? You got to tell me. Fatal is going to end tonight. Oh my God. Fatal. Clint Stoker, the incredible Charlie Snogans launched this campaign, a short I don't know how long ago. Was it 2 months ago? Has it been 2 months? They launched this not too long ago. This is an enormous success. We got 16 hours left to back Fatal by Clint Stoker and the incredible Charlie Snogans. Charlie Snogans drew CyberFrog the other day with 2 hands. Like, he did a 2-handed CyberFrog drawing. They posted it on Twitter. Nice guy. He's just said, yeah, I love this character. Immediately swarmed by transgendered teenagers. I've never seen anything like it before. I'm always like, what's up with these people who do nothing but hate on CyberFrog and hate me? But they mostly hate CyberFrog because CyberFrog is like the symbol of their failure and their inability to, keep people interested in socially justice converged mainstream comic book industry. You're CyberFrog. People like CyberFrog. So whenever there's anything CyberFrog, these haters come out of the woodwork, and I look at them, and they're always transgender teenagers with pronouns in their bios. I'm like, I don't understand. I've met like 2 or 3 transgender people in my entire life. Now, I think everyone I talk to is trans, on Twitter at least. Is Twitter for trans people? And I just haven't caught on yet. Is Twitter the communication tool of trans people? I don't understand it. Jabba the Cuck says, I hate CyberFrog. No, listen, Jabba the Cuck, I know the truth. I know that you love CyberFrog. All right, so this is the beautiful Charlie Snogans artwork here. Look at these women he draws. Absolutely smoking. Nice booty. See, a lot of people put big booties on girls now. I don't like that. I like this. Shapely. I like big booty too, but I mean, I prefer when you're drawing women. I mean, nice shapely booty. Beautiful. Look at these boobies here. This guy can draw women. I got to teach him. I got to get him to teach me to draw women so that, like, I want to learn how to draw boobies so that when she's lying down, one falls this way and the other one stays up, precariously, like, balanced, wobbling back and forth a little bit like Jell-O that's still in the mold. Like, I got to learn how to do that. And he did it with just a few lines. God, I don't even think Kelsey Shannon can do that. Kelsey draws good boobies. But this is extraordinary. I gotta say, this is extraordinary boobies. It is. It's really. It's AT&T. No, it's ATT. Ass titty titty. Yeah, AT&T. Titty and titty. Amazing work by Charlie Snogans. You don't want to miss this book. You've only got 17 hours to back it, and it looks great. I mean, it just looks great. Everybody likes Clint Stoker. He is a Mormon, so he is exactly like me. He can, if he wants to. We haven't yet, but we're allowed to marry more than one woman. One is enough for me. Andrea is enough woman. She is. Like, you don't. When you're married to Andrea, like I am, Andrea is perfect. You don't need any more women. She's perfect. But maybe that's not your wife. Maybe your wife, you could, she's half of a woman. I don't mean like half and half. I just mean like, you could fit another woman in there. If that's the case, if you're Mormon, you're allowed to marry as many women as you want. You got to take care of them. You got to listen to them, but you can marry as many women as you want. So Clint Stoker is allowed to marry as many women as he wants. And I haven't asked him if one is enough yet. I haven't said, are you okay where you're at? You thinking about branching out? Haven't asked him. It's none of my business. I probably won't ask him. But he, like I said, that's what we share in common. He is Mormon, and he's allowed. People in the chat are saying, one woman is plenty. Half a woman. Yeah, as long as the bottom. No, we're talking about, that's a mermaid thing when we're talking about, mermaids and which half should be fish and which half should be woman. We all came to the same conclusion with that one. I think we did. So Fatal, Space Exterminator uncovers an infestation with a sinister twist. You're kidding me.
We've received a transmission from the planet Thandril. Shall we give it a listen?
I'm calling you because my planet is sick. And not the monarchy, not the royal guard, not a single person on this spinning rock seems to care. It started gradually. First, it got into our heads. By the time I realized something was wrong, by the time I woke up, they were already here. Things look perfect at first glance, but that's how the aliens work. That's how the invasion starts. A slow boil. I'm calling you because I can't trust anyone here. You're off planet. You're a professional. And I'm afraid we might already be dead.
Flynn? How shall I respond?
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah.
Let's suit up.
Okay. All right. Now is it over? All right. Jesus God. I thought it was that psyched me out. I didn't, I thought somebody else was in here with me for a second. Fatal by Clint Stoker, Charlie Snogans. Obviously, one of the most important Comicsgate books of the year, probably of the decade. If you haven't backed this one, do. Thank you guys. A bunch of you guys are backing this. Links are in the description, by the way. I want you to understand, if you just hit the arrow underneath the screen, just hit that little triangle, press it down, and boom, all these links are going to pop up of these campaigns that you can back. Now, do it. Make sure that you do. Let's make these guys successful. Clint Stoker deserves to be successful. Charlie Snogans also deserves to be successful. That guy's extraordinary. He can draw with both hands at the same time. If he can draw with his feet at the same time, I'll be like, what the I'll be like, what the like that. You gotta be kidding me. But he probably can. So back Fatal. And let's make these guys on their last 16 hours a big success. And you guys are. Thank you. The art is extraordinary. The writing's extraordinary. Great trailer. This is how to do it. Graveyard Shift Volume 3. Now, this is a big one here. This is important. We've only got 4 days left. And we have to do this, guys. This is no joke here. This is no joke. This is vital. It's very important. This is a Spike campaign. This is John Malin's third Graveyard Shift book. Of course, it's overperforming. It's doing great work. But we're here together with 4 days left in this campaign. We're here as a community, as Comicsgate. I rarely use the word community because it's gay. It's like, you insulted. Somebody said something the other day. They out of the blue, like they it might have been another trans teenager said, you insulted my community. There's no such thing as a trans community. There's no such thing as any community that's based around your immutable characteristics. You live at home. You have family. You have friends. You have neighbors. There's no community that you go to where you're all trans. There isn't one. So I rarely use, I think it's manipulative. They go, oh yeah, everybody who is this immutable characteristic, they all vote the same. So let's just call them a community so that we can control them, so that we can herd them all together like animals and say, this is how you're supposed to behave. This is how you're supposed to, what you're supposed to believe in. This is how you're supposed to vote and what you're supposed to do. This is what you need to buy. F that. F that. F it. So I rarely use the word community, but I'm going to use it right now. Comicsgate as a community needs to come together, and they need to support Graveyard Shift 3, Volume 3. Why? Why do they need to do that? Lonnie Webb, thanks for $10. Ethan, please boost my Indiegogo pre-launch with 10 signups. Reaching for the Comicsgate Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. That's Lonnie Webb. He's got a book called Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. Consider it done, Lonnie, and good luck to you, brother. Yeah. People say, why Gate? Why Comicsgate? Maybe you should get rid of the gate in Comicsgate. It denotes scandal. Maybe you should get rid of the gate. And I said, no offense. Get it? No offense. That's a dad joke. No gate, no offense. I want to apologize for that. I want to apologize for that joke. That was over the line in stupidity. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. Apologize. Okay, back to Graveyard Shift Volume 3. Chaos Hoy says, "Hail EBS, how are you?" I'm fine. I'm fine. A lot of people are throwing things at me right now. It's through their computer screens, but I'm all right. Don't take offense to Comics Gate. That should be the title of an article. Don't take offense to Comics Gate. Now it's clever. I just needed to rethink it. Don't take offense to Comics Gate. At Comics Gate. Don't take offense from Comics Gate. Don't take offense from Comics Gate. We're getting there. All right, Graveyard Shift Volume 3. Why is this important? Why is this one important? This one is important because we have other people who dislike Comics Gate, or in some cases, right here we've got Scott Snyder. His campaign ends in 12 hours. This is just half a day. In 12 hours, Scott Snyder's Nocterra is going to end on Kickstarter. They say Black Lives Matter. This means, hashtag Black Lives Matter at this point. This is still up. You've still got this up right before this organization gets, designated domestic radical terrorist organization. Okay, that's fine. No. That's fine. It's good to know. In any case, Scott Snyder and Tony Daniels' Nocterra is going to end in 12 hours. It's so important, guys. It is so important the Graveyard Shift kick its ass. Now, right now, it is. With 4 days to go, it is kicking its ass. But you never know. The last 12 hours are important. A lot of things happen in the last 12 hours. Support your John Malin. Support this guy. Support Wolf Milk, Wolf Pack. This guy, Wolf Campaign. This is important. That John Malin succeed gloriously. Now, beyond that, beyond just worrying about Scott Snyder's Nocterra, which it's funny. He's like the biggest writer in comics, and he can't beat Comicsgate. He can't beat us. He cannot beat Comicsgate. You know who could beat Comicsgate? Keanu Reeves. Might do it. According to BackerKit, he will. But BackerKit's been wrong. It takes Keanu Reeves to take out Comicsgate. It takes big Hollywood stars. It takes John Wick to be Comic. That's who we are, guys. Be proud of that. That's who we are. I want you to understand this. This is correct. If a Malin fails, the terrorists win. Snarkticon DM says. Do you understand? If John Malin fails, if you guys do not back Graveyard Shift Volume 3 and get John Malin to a point where he is far above and beyond Scott Snyder's Black Lives Matter Nocterra Collector's Edition #1 with Tony Daniels. Black Lives Matter Kickstarter. It's a shame. Black lives do matter. Yeah, cops need to control themselves. Make sure there's any other alternative before you actually have to kill someone. And if there is any kind of prejudice towards black people in policing, that's got to change. That's got to change. Oh, that's not what this is about. This is about looting and rioting and burning down buildings. Oh, got it. I got it. This is just about rioting. It's mostly done by white suburban brats, not black people. It's mostly done by, Greg Rucka's son. Who goes to New York City, burns down Starbucks, kicks in the window. Why? I don't know. Why? So it turns out that we don't like this organization. It's been infiltrated by weirdos and radicals, and that's fine. It's good that we acknowledge that together. And together we say no to this. We say no to this. And we say yes to this. We say we will not let the people who kick in Starbucks windows win. We will not let it happen. We're not going to give Antifa a big W when we've got our John Malin, who is succeeding more gloriously than I think he's ever succeeded before. This is a great campaign. I think it's beaten Graveyard Shift Volume 2, certainly, but it needs to beat. All right, let me show you what it needs to beat here. I forgot to actually call this up. John would kill me for this. John's like, Ethan, that's not even the one that I'm trying to beat. The one that I'm trying to beat is, let me see here. Is it here it is. Okay. The one that I'm trying to beat, Ethan, the one that I need to defeat. John's like me. John wants to win. John is somebody John Malin wants to win. He doesn't want to play around. He doesn't want to give away L's. He doesn't want to accept any L's. He wants to give L's. Plot holes by Sean Gordon Murphy. Why? Why does he want to beat Sean Gordon Murphy? Well, because I don't know. Sean Gordon Murphy took that weird picture with Max Visaggio. He kind of ended up cucking himself. And this book looks really boring. $263,319 was what it finally raised. But John just wants to beat this number, $252,741, which is the 2-month total of the plot holes. Malin quite rightly deserves to beat this, and I think he will. He's got 4 days to do it. So I need you guys to back this campaign and also share it with your friends. Bird Gang, thanks for $2 Australian, and the number pi stretched out to 12 digits. That is, or 16 digits. Very impressive. Good for you. Yeah, I'm not getting any pie today. I do want to get some pie, but I've decided I'm not going. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Hey, Andrea, can we get pie tomorrow? Well, come down the stairs. You don't have to be on camera, but I want them to hear you. So, you know, we talked earlier this morning about possibly getting pies. Where were we going to go? Johnson's Farm. That's where we've taken the camera before. That is a pie wonderland. If you go in there, there are so many pies. It's amazing. Amazing amount of pies. And was it me that brought up pies or you?
You seen a pie on my creamer today.
Oh, because you have a pumpkin pie coffee creamer. And I said, hey, and you could read my mind because you can do that, right? At this point?
Yeah. All
right. So you said, hey, the kids aren't here. They're at school. Let's go get pies. That's what we do as a married couple. It's like the kids aren't here. And I'm like, yeah, you know what that means? Let's go get some pies, right? And we didn't do it. You limited me to 2 pies, not 4. I will settle for 3.
I said 2.
Can we cut it? Can we split the difference at 3?
1 pumpkin, 1 apple.
All right. So 2 pies.
How many pie are you trying to fit in there?
I don't know. There are so many pies there. I would like another option. I mean, we have pumpkin and apple, and then a third option. Like maybe they have something like a coconut custard or something. We can do 2. I'll settle for 2 tomorrow. A cherry. She's my cherry pie. You are a cool drink of water. You are such a sweet surprise.
No pie for you today.
We're gonna go tomorrow.
Why tomorrow?
Because the kids are gonna get home from school in like an hour and a half, right? We don't have time to go to Johnson's Farm unless we take them.
That's an idea.
You want to take the kids to Johnson Farm?
And Michelle.
And Michelle, is Michelle here now?
She's coming to work. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna get pies maybe later today, guys. Later today. Only 2, as it turns out. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't want to look at this campaign. This is nonsense right here. Do not back this. Do not back this campaign. Well, you can if you want to, but back this campaign. Back John Malin. Why? Why? John Malin deserves it. So many people have done so well, and John Malin is one of those people who deserves to do better. You love your John Malin. You love his beanie. You love his smirk. You love his bad influence on Mike S. Miller. You love all that stuff. And you love the fact that he's a winner. He's a go-getter. Back John Malin's Graveyard Shift Volume 3. And by the way, back my cover here. This is the Ethan Van Sciver variant. I drew this cover for him. And if you like my stuff, why not back it? Get a copy of this, Graveyard Shift cover. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, it does look like a few people pointed out to me that the cover does look peculiar in the sense that if you look at it, like if you blur your eyes at it, it looks like she's holding his penis and giving him a hand job, kind of like an over the shoulder kind of thing, which would be fun. It would look like fun. Now, that's not intentional. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want you guys to think that I'm some kind of pervert, some kind of weirdo who hides sexual imagery in my work. I'm not, I want you guys to know that that's not who I am. That's not who we are. That's not who I am. And I would not intentionally do that. But maybe accidentally, I don't know. But in any case, do back this cover, despite the fact that accidentally it looks like this guy's got a glowing, sharp erection that's being handled in a very feminine, delicate manner. by Lilith here. While you're at it, back the Shane Davis cover, back both of them. They're right up here. I mean, all you have to do is the link's in the description, go over here and just back the Van Sciver versus Davis combo. There are 47 of these. Back the Shane Davis solo cover, back my cover. 54 of them claimed so far. Thanks. That's 54 fans that I've got. That's pretty impressive. Thank you guys for doing that. Appreciate you. All right. So in any case, let me just go through one more time. For people who are here, we've got 1,000 people watching. CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet. Back CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet. Do it today. Back it because you want to get all this cool stuff. And you are backing it. Thank you. We're 2 backers away now from 9,800 backers. That's what we're looking to see. But the big news is this. CyberFrog Warts and All. The complete 90s CyberFrog hardcover omnibus. We're looking for people who want to sign up and for notifications. This is a big deal. I promised this book a year ago. I promised that I would make this happen. I didn't want to do it because I'm like, I don't want you to think about my old work. I want you to think about my new work. And you guys said, could you just fucking do it, Ethan? I said, yeah, but I mean, you guys said, the whole point of Comicsgate is that you guys are supposed to listen to the customers. You're not supposed to argue with us. You're supposed to listen to what we say. And we've told you now at least 3 dozen times that we'd like it very much if you would reprint the 90s CyberFrog books in a collection so that we don't have to pay $100 a piece for them on eBay like simps and cucks. Just give us a nice reprint of the books. And I went, oh, I didn't think of it that way. I said, okay, yes, I will. And it took me a little while to get it all together, but I got it all together now. CyberFrog Warts and All, the complete 90s CyberFrog hardcover omnibus. Sign up right here. Just give me your email address. You're going to get a free trading card for the collection. Every rare early issue of CyberFrog is going to be collected for the first time under one volume. For the first time ever, a complete volume of every rare CyberFrog comic and appearance from the 1990s. These comics are hard to find, and they're often very expensive, prohibitively expensive. So here's your chance to get all of it in one hardcover omnibus collection. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Brand new cover art by me, Ethan Van Sciver. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is everything that you needed in a CyberFrog Warts and All brand new cover. This book will feature a beautiful new wraparound dust jacket cover and in beautiful shiny foil. I use the word beautiful twice because I'm just, it's beauteous. I like pulchritude. I should use the word pulchritudinous instead of beautiful. New art by artist Ethan Van Sciver. That's me, and colorist Kyle Ritter. So you're going to get that. CyberFrog Frogapalooza zine. This campaign will feature an opportunity to grab an exclusive bonus comic, CyberFrog Frogapalooza zine, with the earliest previously unpublished CyberFrog comics and art. Here's a sample of what this shit looks like. Right here, new for this campaign, baseball caps, beanies, and hoodies. CyberFrog, all caps, comics proud. You want to wear this merchandise out there and show people what's up. The all caps comics hat or the CyberFrog t-shirts, like the MAGA hat for the comics industry. Peppermint oil capsule. Thank you for 10 euros or 10 pounds. Says, can't stay for the stream. We'll watch later. Just wanted to tell you that Shrug Frog Rainbow really works. 2 keyboard warriors tried to take me down, so I started using that. They pissed their pants and ran off every single time. Frog Shrug Rainbow really works on Twitter. Snarticon DM says Cecil's omnibus will be called Back Knee and All. Back Knee and All. Okay. Also, bonus CyberFrog metal miniature at executive tier level, limited to 500 pieces. So there's only 500 of these. People are saying, can we buy these separately? Probably not. I think my guess is that we'll sell through, but I don't want to be too cocky. I feel like 500 isn't very many. And we'll probably sell through of the executive tier because the executive tier is going to be a really, really good bargain. It's going to be a really good deal. And we sold 2,500 executive tiers last time. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we sell through of those metal figurines. Sign up today. Sign up for this. And you will be given a 24-hour advance notification of when we launch. And you'll get to preview the campaign before anyone else. So 24 hours to preview the campaign before anyone else gets to see it. And that's kind of cool. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. Might just be me. I might be the first person to ever do that, which would be kind of cool. God, I innovate everything. Everywhere I go, I'm innovating things. I'm making the world a better place. I'm using smart technology, smart thinking to improve the entire world. The entire world. Here's my Twitter. Oh, yes, friends. And this is, again, here, look at this beautiful logo, the complete 90s CyberFrog warts and all. Merch will include a trading card binder. This is a big deal. The trading card binder is finally coming. Those of you who are collecting the trading cards, who are members of the channel, who are getting the trading cards, you know, you're going to have a binder to keep them in. And there's going to be a trading card set, a full set that we're going to do pretty soon. Beanies and baseball caps, hoodies, and the CyberFrog metal figurine mini limited to 500. Frogapalooza zine is going to be in there, containing previously unseen CyberFrog comics and art from 1993 to 1994. There will also be the CyberFrog Unforgettable Tales 1 and 2 line art variants will be for sale and also included with the $200 executive level perk. And CyberFrog Unforgettable Tales 3, never before seen, never published ever before. So it's not so much that it's unforgettable, but it's, you know, it will enter your psyche and take root because it's the first time anybody's seen it. Look at this beautiful, look at this stack of CyberFrog comics. You're going to get all of this stuff. All of this stuff is going to be rolled into one book. CyberFrog Warts and All is launching soon. Sign up for early notification here and receive a sneak preview of the campaign 24 hours ahead of time, plus an exclusive trading card. Let's make it happen and keep that frog jumping. I believe in you. I think we can do this together. I know we can. I know we can. If I had $1 million to blow on anything, you know what I mean? Like if I just had, like, if I had, let's see, if I had $15 million in the bank, and I said to Andrea, and I've told her this before. Hold on a second. I said to Andrea, I said, you know, if we get really rich, I want you to understand who you married. I'm going to buy a dinosaur skull to display in our living room. And she wasn't happy about it. She wasn't thrilled about buying a dinosaur skull and putting it in our living room. I don't know why. But, you know, I said to her, she said, how much is a dinosaur skull? I said, probably like $1 million for the one that I want. Like a dinosaur skull, a triceratops skull, probably $1 million. Now, why do I say that? Why would it be $1 million? Why would it be $1 million? Because of this right here. What's going on here? She don't like this video. A T-Rex skeleton could fetch a record price at New York auction. Look at this. This entire dinosaur is for sale right now, and I don't have enough money to buy him. Andrea, can you come here, please?
I'm packing books.
I know you're packing books, sweetheart. I know, but this T-Rex skeleton is for sale.
No.
They're saying it's going to go for... No? They're saying it's going to go... Thanks, sweetheart.
You're not putting no T-Rex. If it fits down here in your office, that's wonderful. You could sit in his mouth as you do your live streams.
That'd be awesome. Dude, that'd be
Not
so
going to.
cool. Shit.
But you'll do it. So the answer's no.
All right. So she didn't mean that. She didn't mean that. She didn't mean that. You know, I just gotta, you know, I gotta just get her used to it. You know, talk about the benefits. I could tell her the benefits of owning a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, you know, we could sell tickets. Like if we put a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton in our living room, we could sell tickets, sweetheart. It would pay for itself in no time. People, yeah, there would be strangers in our living room. Yeah, that is true. But you know, we'd make some friends. I'd be social. I'd be more social. That's what you want. You want me to be more social. You know, if we had a T-Rex skeleton in the living room, I'd be more social. The skeleton of a 40-foot, 12-meter. Why don't even put this in here? We're Americans. 40 foot. 40 foot. I don't even know what a meter is. Dinosaur named Stan. I'll change that fucking name right away. His name is not Stan. His name is Lord Emperor Charles, not Charles. Something George. George. Something cooler than that. Something classic in English. Something royal. No, not Stanley Rex. No. All right. I'm changing that name. One of the most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex specimens ever found. There aren't too many of these, okay? It will be auctioned in New York next month and could set a record for a sale of its kind. Discovered in 1987 near Buffalo, South Dakota. I can't get there anytime soon. South Dakota's far away. My dad lives in North Dakota. Maybe I could ask him to look around. Save me some money. My dad digs up a dinosaur skull. I don't think Andrew is going to have an argument. I didn't pay anything for it. My dad gave it to me as a gift, you know. 188 bone skeleton took more than 3 years to excavate and reconstruct by paleontologists from the state's Black Hills Geological Research Institute, where it has been exhibited since. Stan, who researchers estimate died 60 million years ago. That's a rough estimate. 60 million years ago. You want to get more specific than that? 60 million years ago, right on the dot? Aged about 20. Oh, I hate it when they go young. Has since been used to make replicas for dozens of museums eager to acquire their own T-Rex model. Only about 50 skeletons of one of the largest carnivores to ever roam the earth, before Scott Kurtz came about, have been discovered since the first of 1902. James Hislop, Auction of Christie, says there aren't very many good complete skeletons in there. It's a once-in-a-generation opportunity to acquire a T-Rex as complete as this. There you go. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Oh, Andrea. It's not going to come around again. It's not going to, this opportunity is not going to, it says once in a lifetime. The sale will be held in New York October 6th. That's pretty soon. So I got to get this going. Antoine Dennison says, name him Jack after Jack King Kirby, and Tyrannosaurus Rex means Tyrant King. Actually, I think I'm going to name him Donald after Donald Trump. I will name this dinosaur Donald. The Don. Excuse me. The Don. This is my dinosaur. His name is the Don. He's named after President Donald Trump. Now that's cool. Everyone likes it. Everyone likes it. Everyone in the chat likes it. Okay, good, good, good. We found the right name. Everyone in the chat likes it. Got it. Absolutely got it. Stan, named after the, who cares? Any natural history museum will consider him the crown of their collection, Hislop said. Well, they don't get it. It's going in my, ordinarily this dinosaur would be on display for everyone to see. But I'm going to keep him in my living room or in my basement, so only I get to see him and enjoy him. I am the only one who gets to see this dinosaur and enjoy this dinosaur. Nobody else gets to see him ever again. And I want to be buried with him. That's the other thing I'm going to say in my will. I want to be buried with my dinosaur. It's a priceless fossil. There are only 20 of them existing in the world. It's the most complete Tyrannosaurus skeleton that's ever been discovered. I'm sorry, he's mine, and I want to be buried with him. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's in my will. I want to be buried with my Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. And yeah, it is greedy. It is. Their teeth are still sharp. Yeah, I want to be buried with my dinosaur. God, that would be a good idea. And I'll have a separate tombstone for my. No, you know what? I want to be cremated. I forgot. So me and my dinosaur are going to be cremated together. I want to be cremated with my T-Rex skeleton. And I want my ashes to be scattered all over the museum that he... I want to be... I want to be cremated with my dinosaur. I want my ashes to be scattered at the museum that underbid me by one. I want to beat the museum. I want to beat a museum, and I want our ashes to be scattered at that museum, just to rub it in. I think that would be good. All right, so T-Rex skeleton. That's what we're going for right now. Some of you are like, "Why are you trying to raise so much money on CYBERFROG?" This is why. I want to buy a T-Rex skeleton. I want to keep him and enjoy him selfishly for myself. Never share him. I want to be cremated with him when I die. Me and my T-Rex. God, that'd be cool. I make good plans for myself. I have good ambitions. I have good plans. A lot of people agree with him too. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me see. Bury you in his belly. Yeah, I mean, that could be when we get fed into the crematorium oven. I'll be in his belly. That makes sense. Or get your skeleton mounted on the T-Rex. Get my skeleton mounted riding the T-Rex, and then bury it back in South Dakota for someone else to find and get confused by. Mike S. Miller will be like, see, I told you. I told you. Dinosaurs and man coexisted. EVS, you can't put a T-Rex in your basement unless you also get a giant penny. I can do that. You're right. I didn't even think about the Batman comparisons. Yeah, wow, like Batman. Very much like Batman in a lot of ways. You know, I live under my house. That's one way I'm like Batman. Probably several more ways if I thought about it. I only come out at night. I'm up all night. I fight crime. I have a lot of costumes. Mars Fire Dragon says, turn your ashes with the T-Rex into a diamond. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, people are saying super chats. Read the super chat. I will. Let me read the super chats now. And thanks for sending me super chats while I talk this insane gibberish to you. I don't know why you guys let me waste your time like this. I think about it all the time. I'm like, how much more of their time are they going to let me waste? And you guys just let me waste more and more of your time just listening to me say stupid shit. I appreciate it. And then you send me like $2. Thank you for that. I kind of see this like when you super chat me $2, I'm like, yeah, I kind of am like an insane homeless person. And you guys are just throwing a couple bucks at me. Like, don't spend it on heroin. And I'm like, try to stop me. Try to stop me. A lot of super chats here. Let me see here. Studio tour. That was earlier. Pacific Pleb says, can you buy some horses and a carriage with a driver and just ride around in your silly outfits for us, please? Yeah, that'd be okay. I mean, we could do that. That could be a stretch goal. That could be a stretch goal that we do that. Good morning, E. Warts and All cover looks badass, says Grant D's Nuts. Thank you, Grant D's Nuts. P. Callan for $2 says, just signed up. Now, where's my book? That's the new thing, by the way. We have entered the lexicon of the Urban Dictionary. Frog book is now officially a thing. What's a frog book? Well, it's a comic book by a fat guy named Ethan Van Sciver. It's a comic book called CYBERFROG. How do you use frog book in a sentence? Where's my frog book, fat man? And that you guys all do that, don't you? You guys all say that. It's coming. It's coming. We're working on it. Good time. Johnny G says, please make it 10 by 14, not comic size. All right. Well, if you hear that, you know who. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about making it 10 by 14 instead of comic sized. I don't care. I mean, I'll make it 10 by 14. If that's what people want. 10 by 14, that's pretty big. Hold on a second. That's too big. I could make it slightly bigger, but 10 by 14 is huge. Get 2 giant pies, says one lucky LOS, and thank you for $2. P. Callan says, forget the farm, just grab a couple of tasty cake pies. Oh, the little tasty, those are good too. Russell Hall says, how about a Cyber Pepe variant? Isn't that interesting? Like, there's still a frog that's aggravating the left. I don't know why CyberFrog aggravates the left so much. We can speculate. And it's CyberFrog this time. It's not Pepe, it's CyberFrog. It's always a frog that's bothering them right before an election. You know, it's always a frog. How can I get Joe Biden to denounce CyberFrog as a symbol of white supremacy? Can we get that done? How do I do that? Whose show do I go on? Do I have to make memes, like a lot of memes of CyberFrog in order to get him denounced as a symbol of white supremacy? I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I don't want him to be a symbol of white supremacy, not even as a joke. That'd be awful. Just awful. Seems inevitable, though. These people are crazy. Angela Richter says, I think Ethan is swell. So dreamy. Thank you, Angela Richter. That's nice. I like it. The ladies like me. A lot of people are like, you're an incel, and you're what happens when you get no pussy. And I'm like, fuck. The ladies love me. They really do. I've never had a problem with the ladies. I can't explain it. A lot of people look at me and go, how did you get her? I don't know. I just asked. I'm very charming. I'm a very charming man. I say that. And my humility plus my charm, makes me a catch, makes me irresistible. People are saying Angela's a dude. Oh, shit. Metal Movies, Angela, I know you're not a dude. Metal Movies and Brewski says, signed up for Warts and All plus a back Butch Cleaver. Sign up for Warts and All and back Butch Cleaver, says Metal Movies and Brewskis. Butch Cleaver. Granty's Nut says, pop culture news streams are always entertaining, but these campaign update streams get me legit excited. I need that Blood Honey box. Oh, the Blood Honey box. I forgot to put that in there. That will be in the campaign. We are going to do a Blood Honey box. It's going to be an empty box. It's going to be an empty box, but you can get it. Little Poet Boy says, send an email to CyberFrog help about my package. Okay, well, she's got it. I mean, they're upstairs. I'm sure they'll work that out. Trencher1375 says, Deathfly's personality makes him one of the best supervillains I've seen. Thank you, Trencher. He's a piece of shit. Well, you'll find out more about Deathfly. Forrest Goes Fabio says, just sending a chat to say we love you. Oh, that's nice. There's some people who are nice to me in here. 75% of the chat right now is hostile and wants to chop my head off. But the other 25% actually legitimately loves me. And I love those 25%. The other 75%, go to your room. Want to punish them somehow. P. Callan says, where's the link to the CyberFrog website? That is amphibionics.com. Amphibionics.com will take you to the CyberFrog website. P. Callan says, Warts and All will be my 40th CG project that I backed. That's amazing. Snarkticon DM says, Zach's idea is like Firefly, only good. Lonnie Webb says, Ethan, would you please mention my Supernatural pre-launch? I need 10 signups today. Bad. Indiegogo, Destiny Mountain Demon. That's the second time we read that, but I want you to remember that. Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. Roscoe P. Coltrane says, Zach is obviously lonely. First, he writes pandemic. Then he writes about the whole planet being under quarantine. I know. Zach's taking it hard. I'm having the best, I got to say, this is the best quarantine, I could imagine. I knew I'd kind of do well. I'd thrive under quarantine conditions, under isolation. I always felt that way about myself. I always felt like, no, I do really well in a bomb shelter, very well in a bomb shelter. And I have. I think I've impressed myself with how well I've done. Lonnie Webb again says, Ethan, please boost my Indiegogo pre-launch with 10 signups, reaching for the Comicsgate Destiny Mountain Demon on Indiegogo. Mike Jenkins says, all I want to do is zoom, 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 man, a boom, boom. Just shake your rump. Bird Gang, thanks for the pie. Jackie Myers is here saying, my grandkids may age out of plushies before you get around to them. Can you please get on that so I can give you money and the grands can have plushies? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So let's renew that priority. Let's get on the plushies. Russell Hall says, how dare you? Laser Dick is my character. Peppermint oil capsule. Thank you for 10 pounds. Amazing. Snarkticon DM says Cecil's omnibus will be called Backney and all. That's true. Bird Gang says WWE owner Vince McMahon has a T-Rex skull mounted on the wall of his office. That is badass. Is it real? It's a real T-Rex skull, or is it just a duplicate? P. Callan says, I heard that T-Rex was Joe Biden's pet as a child. Russell Hall says, start a GoFundMe for the T-Rex. I'll back. I need $8 million, guys, so I can selfishly buy a T-Rex and incinerate it. Victor says 40 foot, you're at its ankles. This is like a house. If Andrew is fine with it, then move your family in there. Mars Fire Dragon says, turn your ashes with the T-Rex into a diamond. I really think that's a good idea. I think that would be a special way to commemorate the T-Rex. Let's see. Here's $5 from Rankabot says, here, get yourself a cup of coffee, you poor guy. Snarkticon DM says, can we egg to Naples Mansion for Halloween? Yeah. Charlie Snogan says, fatal closing first 30 days today. Bring the Comicsgate love. Hail the chat. Hail Charlie Snogan. What do you think we didn't? Charlie Snogan, of course we did. And let's do it again. Let's go through and talk about these campaigns because we've got a lot of good ones today. And we have purpose. We have drive. Let's see. Graveyard Shift Volume 3 from the artist of Jawbreakers and the writer of Hawkman comes Volume 3 of He buried the lead. He's also the artist of Cable. But I think Jawbreakers is probably the most successful thing that he ever did. Jawbreakers was huge. John Malin, who's out there today. Oh, all right. He got another 6 backers. Thank you, guys, as we cruise towards $223,000 and towards beating this plot holes. We're trying to beat $252,000. We need 253. I think that's the best way to go here. And we need to do it in 4 days, guys. So if you can back my comic, why not back mine? 56 copies sold here versus 8 of Shane Davis's, but he wiped these clean over and over again. 47 of the duo. Get in there and back some more copies of Graveyard Shift Volume 3. If you haven't yet backed it, if you did back it again. Let's just get this book over Sean Gordon Murphy's for some reason, just for fun. Spidey's fun. And also, we got to just look at this. Every time we go back, Black Lives Matter contributes more money. This money is all going towards freeing rioters from prisons. From what it probably isn't, but let's just say that it is. Allegedly, we got to make sure that we raise more money than this. And whenever I see this number jump, I'm 11 hours to go. It gives me the chills. It's grotesque. Fatal by Clint Stoker, my Mormon friend, and the incredible Charlie Snogan, who can draw with both hands at the same time. 15 hours left, 1,076 backers, and we're almost at, we're going to get to 57,000. I'll tell you that. This has got to be the most successful campaign that Clint Stoker's done so far. It's his 3rd one, and this is, again, showing that Comicsgate magic. Keep doing campaigns. Keep successfully fulfilling. Fulfilling is very, very, very important. Making people happy, getting the product that they supported. Understand, people are giving you this money so that you can make your dreams come true and make these comic books a reality, but they still want the comic books. And when they get the comic books and feel like they were a part of completing this production, and they have something to show for it, they're ready to come back and back your next one. And other people will be too, because you have a proven track record of success. And that's what we're looking at here with Clint Stoker. Clint Stoker's proven track record of success. And at this point, it is just undeniable. This guy's great at writing comics, sending out comics, and making sure that everyone knows about and is excited about his next project. And Clint just came out of nowhere. He doesn't have a history of writing comics in the past. He's not a 20-year veteran. This guy is out of the blue. I mean, he is a newbie, as you would say. And he's kicking the asses of many, many seasoned established professionals in crowdfunding simply because he is good and reliable. $56,477 with 15 hours left to go. We're going to watch this one. We're going to see this close out tonight. It'll close out tonight at 3 a.m. As all of these campaigns do. They close out at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna want to see that happen and hope that it does well. Impossible Stars by you boys. Oh, God, he's got to get a better image than this, right? I gotta be critical of Zach. I don't mean to, because Zach goes his own way and he does his own thing. But it's like I go here and it's like Impossible Stars, and it is a star field that I'm looking at. It's just a star field. I mean, I would rather Zach. I would rather look at. I'd rather flip to your campaign and look at this. I'd rather look at this. I'd rather look at. This would be great. Why not this? People screaming in pain and confusion while they're flying a spaceship, an exploding spaceship. People being incinerated is always fun. I always wanted to see people incinerated. That movie The Day After, I think it was. There's a meme of that person being holding onto the chain link fence and then being skeletonized by a nuclear attack. That's fascinating. I want to see more like that in comics. More people being incinerated, not in real life, just in comics. So this is good. And then you've got Mike Barron and Kelsey Shannon's Nexus return. Burying the lead again. I mean, this is all the way at the bottom here, but that's still pretty great. Your boy Zach should get to 30,000 today. Let's push his campaign, back it, show him some support, let him get another W, another win under his belt. CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet, 2 backers away now, 2 backers away from 98,000 Come back, CyberFrog 2 Rag Planet. Make sure you get your keychain, your toy, your 3 comics. Get a Salamandroid. For God's sake, do not miss out on a Salamandroid PVC toy. When people are getting their Salamandroid PVC toys in the mail and you didn't get one, you're going to be so sad. You're going to be like, what? It only costs, you can get both of them, one of each for $35, $35. And you'll be like, oh, thank God that I got my toys. But if you don't do it, you're going to be looking at other people who get their Salamandroid toys and you're going to be like, why didn't I back it? Why didn't I back it? You're going to feel bad, and I'm going to feel bad for you. We're all going to feel sad about it. Look how good it looks. It looks really, really good. You definitely want one of these. You need something? You need, signed comics? Okay, babe. Let me sign some comics. All right, let me see. To Marsha, all my love, EVS. Okay, there you go. All right, let me see here. Here's a look at the finished Salamandroid PVC toy. Look how beautiful it is. You can back it now all by itself, or you can use the add-on feature at checkout to get one for a discount on shipping. Yeah. Do it here, guys. You could just you can add, get the book and then add on a Salamandroid toy. This is what you should be doing. All right, so thank you for that. But the main reason of the stream today, CyberFrog, warts and all, the complete 90s CyberFrog hardcover omnibus. Right now, we're taking email addresses. We want to know if you're interested in this. If you're not, that's fine. I mean, we can't win them all. But if you are interested, give us your email address, and that way we can actually let you know. You can be a part of it. You're gonna get a trading card, like Andrew will send you a trading card. We'll make one for you, and you'll get a 24-hour notification. You'll get to shop the campaign before anyone else sees it. A day before anyone else sees it, you're gonna have advance notice. You're gonna feel cool, and you'll probably know about any 24-hour specials. There might be a 24-hour special. What if there's a 24-hour special? You're going to want to get on that. It's very, very important. VIP says, is Unfrog in this? I'm confused. Well, let me explain. Unforgettable Tales is when we take classic CyberFrog issues and we recolor them, re-letter them, and put them with brand new covers, release them as, kind of remastered editions. CyberFrog Warts and All is not. CyberFrog Warts and All is everything. Everything exactly as it was originally presented. So the original awful hand lettering that I did is going to be in this. It's just going to be on nicer paper. Everything is going to be on nice, consistent paper. But everything that I can find, all the house ads, the coupons, the posters, the pinups, short stories. There's the origin of Shockroach that's really bizarre. I'll put that in there as well. All of it's going to be in there. You're going to be able to, once you have CyberFrog Warts and All, you don't have to worry about, a lot of people are curious about what 90s CyberFrog stuff is. Once you have CyberFrog Warts and All, you don't need to worry about any of that stuff anymore. You've got it all in one volume, and then you can look at it if you want to, but you can be more concerned with the stuff from the future, the present stuff. CyberFrog Wreck Planet, CyberFrog Red Extermination, CyberFrog The Green Supremacy, and then those are the books that we're doing coming up here. So anyway, back Warts and All, when this, or sign up for Warts and All, you'll be able to back it pretty soon. I'm thinking like 4 or 5 days. I don't know. Let me see if Kyle colored it yet. Kyle's probably watching right now. Like, check my email and see if Kyle's in here. Sometimes Kyle's surprising and he gets things done right away, and it's amazing. But I don't see anything from him right now. I don't think Kyle colored it yet. I think he's working on it. No. Oh, let me see. I'm being sent some stuff here. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. PVC, that is correct. Sounds good. I'm just gonna hit sounds good. Do it there. That's fine. Yeah, we got these the CyberFrog action figures are underway big time. And Oh my gosh. I showed this to Zach. I'll show it to you guys. You might like this. You might not like it. Doesn't matter. This is a little preview of the CyberFrog action figure campaign. Let me see. Open this up. How's that work? Okay, that is located right here. And all right, here we go. Ready to see this? Let's see. What about says, I don't like that shirt. Sorry, it was the only shirt I had in the closet down here. I just wanted a t-shirt, you know. I didn't that's the only t-shirt I had. All right, should I show you the action figures or no? Should I give you a preview of the action figures? Maybe you want to, or at least the CyberFrog action figure. Let me show you. God, everybody just tells me whatever they want to. Just say whatever you want to say. Don't worry about my feelings. This is what the action figure campaign is going to look like. You're going to have 3 different action figures to choose from, possibly 4, but you're going to get the modern CyberFrog, classic CyberFrog. We're going to make a CyberFrog that's based on the 90s CyberFrog. Look at his kneecaps and his silly face, and he's yellow instead of white-chested with spots. This is the 90s CyberFrog action figure. And then there's going to be a black and white, silver, or artist proof version of the action figure. You're going to get alternate heads, alternate hands. These are, stretch goals. We're working out how to do this as a stretch goal. The deluxe honeycomb posable display base is going to be a stretch goal. We're going to start out with articulation. We're going to add articulation as the campaign does better. You're going to get a severed Vespis head to go like it's already in a hand. You plug that in there. These are some ideas. I'm also working on the Reservoir Frog guns that he'll be able to wear. And all of that stuff. It's underway, following very carefully in the footsteps of Todd McFarlane's Spawn toys. People like the 90s CyberFrog better than the. Yeah, Andrea did too. Andrea looked at this. She's like, I like the 90s one a lot. I'm like, cool. I'm going to, we'll put them up. You can buy them individually, or you can buy, all 3 of them together. The thing is, we have it's so hard. I'm talking to Zach about. I showed Zach the estimates, like what these cost, because Zach is all about money and Zach wants to know stuff like that. And I explained to him how to make action figures, like the cost that goes into it, and he's just like, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Let me just tell you guys, the first thing that you need to do is you need to obviously get the sculpt made. We got great artists to make the sculpt. And then in order to get it into production, you need to pay a tooling fee, and the tooling fee is tens of thousands of dollars. And it's basically to make the molds and everything and get the factory equipment ready to just mass produce the toys. And then there's a minimum order quantity. You can choose from several different factories, several different places to make the toys. You don't necessarily want to go with the cheapest. You just want to go with the best, reasonably priced. And then you know how much things cost per toy, and it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. And then you get discounts based on if you order more of them. So the price may lower by 25 cents a toy if you order another 5,000 of them. And Zach was just like, how do you do it? And I was like, well, the thing is, the minimum order quantity is scary. But if you do 3 different versions of the figure, then you're really, you're able to sell 3 to 1 person. And possibly, and that way you're going to sell through he said, oh, I said, we can do it. We can make it work. And it's important that we do, because if we make this figure work, we're going to make a lot of other figures work. We're going to figure out the best way to use Indiegogo to sell market action figures and toys so that we can get through. We'll do Heather. We're going to do the Vespis. We're going to do Salamandroid, and we're going to do the Jawbreakers. So your boy Zach's, I already showed him. I think I showed you guys. We've already got Silkworm underway, the movie version of Silkworm from the Jawbreakers, and it looks phenomenal. He's got all these guns. He's got tons of weapons. He looks badass. It looks like a super G.I. Joe, exactly like what Zach wants. So we'll see how the CyberFrog figure goes. If the CyberFrog figure bombs out, it bombs out. We just weren't meant to do it, but we're going to try. We're going to give it a try. 6-inch silkworm. Yeah. And he's got like, we're going to like with the Jawbreakers toys, we're going to overdo it with the weapons. He's going to have so many guns. They're all going to be accurate weapons. I want them to be like, if you're in the military, you recognize them. If you're a gun enthusiast, you know what it is and it looks real. He's going to have all kinds of different weapons to go with lots of accessories. Just the coolest toys in the world. Absolutely love it. So, shall not bomb. We'll see. I don't know. It's all this stuff makes me nervous. But look, we're getting Warts and All out there. Warts and All, I know what it costs, and we're gonna rock that. Making a comic book is not a big deal. We've got this comic book thing down. You know, we make money with the comic book campaigns. Warts and All, we're going to make money on this campaign. I'm sure of it. I didn't think we were at first, but we are going to make money on the comic or the omnibus. The action figures, to be honest with you, I don't care if we make money or not. I just want to make them. I don't want to lose money. I just want to break even. If we make money, that would be phenomenal. And I know there's a whole collector's market of people out there who buy action figures from crowdfunding sites. We'll see if we can tap into that a little bit as well. But mostly, I'm hoping that we can break even so that we can just make more and better toys and just keep it going. Because I've got these guys who are working for me who are just like, let's go. Full speed ahead. Let's go. And I'm like, slow down. Slow your roll. One at a time. One at a time. I know I'm fabulous and I look fabulously wealthy. I mean, look at all the toys and shit around me, but I'm not fabulously wealthy. I got to be careful. We got to watch every dime of the backers' money and make sure that we can get these things done in a reasonable way so that everybody's happy with the, let's see. Yeah. What is this? EVS, why do you keep crashing? It's happened twice today. Yeah, I keep noticing it on my iPad. It's actually the 4th time that I've crashed. I see the screen go black and I don't really understand it, but I refresh it and it just keeps comes back on. I don't get it. YouTube's mean to me. I don't say anything wrong. I don't do anything weird. You know, I'm not out of control. I don't know why they're mean to me. Fabulously fat. Let's see. Silkworm and Knife Hand are my faves. Good, because those are the first two that I want to do. Silkworm is the most popular, I think, and Knife Hand has the coolest powers. I want to make his hands translucent, green and translucent. So he just seems like an easy action figure. Danny Rendon says, EVS, why have you not mentioned Alterna's new Indiegogo? I wasn't aware that there was one, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Alterna has a new Indiegogo right now. Let me take a look. Understand that I'm not omniscient. I don't know everything that goes on. And, it makes me feel bad sometimes because people go, hey, don't you love us? No, I love Alterna. This must be it. Alterna Comics because you demanded it. This is the one that you're referring to. Let's show this campaign. Peter Samedi is a phenomenal human being. Great. He's Comicsgate. He's Comicsgate. It took him a while to come around to that, but he's Comicsgate. I crashed again on my own screen. Is it YouTube that's doing this to me? That's weird. Back Alterna Comics because you demanded it. They're only looking for $15,000. That's their fixed goal. They're doing a honeycomb box, a collector's case. I remember Peter Samedi said to me, "Where did you get that done?" Like, I think I want to do something like that. Fully loaded collector's case with all of these books in here with a nice keep this on your shelf. People like that now. I gotta say, the comic book industry is changing. We talk about that all the time. I think people's tastes are changing. They're not so into floppies as much as they were anymore. They really do want to put things on the shelf. You look at manga, you look at the stuff that's selling in bookstores, and they're all like thick little books that you can put on your shelf. Well, we don't have to do little books, even though, frankly, I kind of would like to once I get enough books in hand. But we can make things that look nice on your shelf so that you don't have tons of dirty long boxes around like most comic collectors do. You have your Alterna books in a collector's case. You paid $100 for it, and it's on your shelf right now. Exclusive comic. It came out on a Wednesday, number 0. blank cover on an uncoated cardstock, exclusive to this campaign. Look at all these hats. They have tons of, I wonder how my hats and beanies are going to do. Hope they do well. I have an Alterna hat that I wear every now and then. The snapback. People asked me not to do snapbacks. They said do the flex fit, so I did that instead. It was a little bit more expensive, but not, it wasn't prohibitive at all. Front pocket inserts, side pocket inserts. I don't know what any of that is. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so Alterna, back them. They're a great publisher. They're really the only mainstream Comicsgate publisher. So give them some support. Back some of their comics. Make them a success. Make Peter Simeti proud. Make him proud of his company. Make these people able to continue doing what they're doing. They're doing great work. Mighty Mascots is my favorite. It's my favorite comic that they do. He says, "Don't thank us, thank our readers." Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm like, don't thank me. Look, don't thank me. I know I'm an inspiration to a lot of people. I know that I want to thank you guys, for goodness sake. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here together if it wasn't for the continual wonderful support, of you guys. Thank you guys every single day. Now, I talked about this morning briefly. I want to show this video. And while you guys are considering backing any of these campaigns, which I hope that you do, because I'm going to go through them again. I'm going to refresh them, and I hope they jump a little bit. While you're considering backing any of these campaigns, I caught a video on YouTube from somebody who, didn't have too many subscribers, but it was pretty extraordinary. My name was in the title. I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know what he was going to say. And then I just couldn't stop listening to him. This fellow here. What? Okay. Am I frozen again? Yeah. It actually says Google Chrome not responding. Come on now. All right, get me out of here. Close this program. Yeah, I don't know. We got problems. I really don't understand why this kind of nonsense happening. Yeah, okay, I'm back. It just said Google Chrome not responding, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm gonna freeze again." That's the worst thing in the world. But fortunately, I'm back. I'm able to, parry these problems. This
activities in which you.
Okay, let's stop you right there. This guy right here, the Static Coder, he has 39 subscribers. I'm going to recommend that you guys subscribe to him because I like what he's saying here an awful lot. This made me very happy. In fact, it almost made me cry. It almost made me cry. Here we go.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Fool me a third time. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I was in California doing a pretty cool.
Fool me a third time. I don't even know what the fuck that is. He said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. I don't even know what the fuck that is." Static Coder, you're the man.
Out there and worked on some cool stuff, and they insourced my position. Now, that strikes me pretty roughly because I would always go in for, feedback, things of that nature. And I'm like, hey, how are things going?
Mm-hmm.
How am I doing? How am I performing? Is there anything more that I need to do? And everyone was always like, oh, no, you're fine. You're great. We wouldn't survive without you.
That sounds like me at Marvel Comics when I was at Marvel. Am I doing okay? Is everything all right? Is everything okay? yeah, everything's fine, Ethan. Everything's better than fine. It's great. And then you find out that it wasn't at all, you know? It's ridiculous.
First off, no, they wouldn't have survived without me. Because when I first got there, within the first 3 days, 19 happened, and we had to keep the continuity between us and 161 countries. So no, I know you would have fucking failed if I wasn't there. It shows. They had no contingency plan, none of that. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm here to talk about is fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a third time, I don't even know what the fuck that is, because people typically don't let it happen a third time. And I'm highly determined to never let this happen a third time. What is it that you may ask? What is that you may ask? It's leaving your well-being in the hands of a corporation, in the hands of a company, you know, in the hands of those in which are not yours. You know,
That is huge. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. I keep saying this over and over again. People, those of you who are still working for big corporations and feel secure, do not, because this kind of thing happens. You should know better.
if I fail at something, it's cool if I fail at it because I'm doing the work with my hands. If I'm giving my absolute best and I'm fucked over, that's a different story. And it hits differently whenever you are not the only one affected. I've never been this angry. Yeah, I've never been this angry. However, I've never been this hungry.
There you go. There you go, lad. All right, so this is what it's all about. When this kind of stuff happens and you get mistreated by a big corporation, you got two choices. You can be depressed, you can be miserable, you could be accusatory, you could launch Me Too allegations if you want. Good luck with that. You could do any of that stuff. But this guy's saying, you know what? Like, I'm pissed off, but I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry too. You know, I know what he means.
I can understand why people become vicious. I can understand why people become very, very cutthroat.
That's me.
Once they figure out how corporate America works, once they decide to never let it happen again. So,
yes,
this
lad.
is just me speaking to you all, and the importance of having a side hustle, the importance of continuing to better yourself. If you want more out of life, you must add value to your character, whether it's improving your writing or learning how to code, things of that nature.
Learn how to code.
You know, which moves me into coding. First off, if you're trying to learn how to code, go to codingphase.com. $20 a month. He actually has a lot of deals. So sometimes you get half off, but that's not my call to make.
Now, let me skip ahead here.
With those clips and express what I was saying whenever I began to cut out, because everybody was like hitting me up like, bro, I love what you were saying, but you start cutting out. I have all the messages. I promise you, I will let you know. But yeah, you know, I understand why Josh Fluke is the way he is when it comes to corporations. It's not that hard to see. It's very understandable, especially whenever you live through it, and especially whenever you live through it and it affects more than just your life. So I understand. Like, I don't judge people, and I'm glad I didn't judge him, because like so many people were just so fucking hateful. But I don't want like any advice or anything from him. I like, if we meet up, probably like lift weights or something. I just see him as a bro. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he has his own life. I have mine.
That's me.
But it's like, man,
lifting weights with Josh Fluke.
Making comics, and you know, first off, Comics Gate. amazing.
Yes.
CyberFrog, Ethan Van Sciver, like he has lit a fire in me that's highly necessary right now.
Good.
So I truly hope to thank him one day.
You're welcome.
And I will make a separate video addressing that, you know, because like I don't know. I feel like as far like fitting in for corporate America is not my steez. However,
Steez, for those people my age, steez means style with ease. Steez. So you say, I'm getting steezy. It's my steezy. That means it's your stylish thing that you do with ease. Let me tell that to my fellow 40-year-olds because we don't know what the fuck these kids are talking about. Steez.
I feel like going ahead and just saying like, fuck it. Let's just do your thing, bro. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to showcase your martial arts, do that. If you want to showcase your comic book skills, do that. If you want to showcase your paintings, do that. If you want to play your saxophone, do that. I am no longer limiting myself by people who have not fucking made it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yes.
The only people I will listen to, honestly, the only people I will listen to is really Ethan Van Sciver and
Listen to
Coding
me.
Phase. Like, unless you are pulling in, unless you are where I want to be, I don't give a shit about your advice or your criticism.
Right.
And if you're not backing my projects or my company, I don't give a shit unless you are a customer. I love, like, you know, whenever the comics come out, whenever my things come out, I only care about what the customers want.
See how we're teaching them? See how Comicsgate is teaching this next generation? Listen to him talk. He's not poisoned with his generation's bullshit, their arrogance. This guy is sitting there going, look, this is now my third time from being fired from a big corporation. He says, I don't even know what the fuck that is. I don't even know why I should do that. He's like, but I'm pissed off and I want to make a change. How do you make a change? He's like, I got to focus on improving what I have to sell, my marketability. And I got to focus on what the customers want. I don't care about people who are going to say things to keep me down. If you don't believe in me, if you're not on my team, he's saying, if you're not on the team that is, for supporting me winning, I don't care what the fuck you have to say. And he's saying, you know what I do care about? The customers. That's what it's all about. I care about my customers. I'm going to have customers and I'm going to look after them and their concerns are going to be my concerns. That is Comicsgate. That is what we have done. This is so inspiring to me because this is a young man. How old is he? 22 years old? This young man, he gets it. This is the next generation. And our influence is being felt. And I love that. Absolutely love that.
You know, but if you want to criticize, you know, my business or you need to stick to one thing and let me figure it out, you know, let me figure it out. You know, the only people who can tell me that I need to change my cover art are the ones who have been there and done that. But I'm about to head back. I'm hungry. About to go eat some popcorn, okay?
Popcorn?
Oh yeah, don't forget about the weightlifting and bodybuilding too. Like I'm not just having the channel's just going to be about my life.
Son, your attitude, you should be eating steak. You deserve filet and lobster. You deserve big baked potatoes smothered in butter and sour cream. You have the right attitude. You're hungry. You're going back to eat popcorn. How do we help this young man succeed? How do we help this young man realize his potential? He's got 100% the right attitude. He's got his head on straight. This guy, you know, look, find us, brother. Find us. Come join us. I don't know what you want to do. You know, I don't know if you're doing a comic or who knows what you're doing. I'm not clear. But I want to see this kid succeed because he deserves it. He's got the right attitude, and I like the way he said the only person I'll listen to is Ethan Van Sciver. I like that part, you know. I like that part. First thing I would tell him is stop lifting weights, start eating pies. That's how I got successful. I became, just follow in my footsteps. Don't worry about your physical fitness. Let your heart go. You know, well, you can wear 2X. 3XL is not that far away from 2XL, which isn't that far away from XL. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about things like that. Enjoy yourself. What a great kid. So subscribe to his channel. Let me just check again real quick. His channel is called The Static Coder. Static Coder is one word. Let me refresh him and see if he got any more subscribers. He was at 39. Now he's at 71. So his channel just doubled in size virtually. Subscribe to The Static Coder and just let him know. Just let this guy know that, you know, he's on the right track, and let's figure out how we can help him to realize his dreams. I love that. He's digging Comicsgate. He deserves it. Nolan Ert says, good morning, EVS. Thanks for streaming. If Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is watching, it was nice seeing the Saints curb stomp his Bucks. Who dat? Says Nolan Ert. EVS is a terrible role model, says that VI guy. No, I'm not. I'm a very good role model. Very good role model. You know, don't take me 100% seriously, that VA guy. You know, I like this kid. This kid would be a good role model on me. He'd be like, look, you can lift some weights. Doesn't matter that you're 46. Get out in your garage. Start lifting weights. You got that bench out there. You know, I tried to move the weight bench by the pool. I thought that would really help me. I like to lift weights out there by the pool. Andrea said no. I couldn't move that bench there, so keep it in the garage. That bummed me out. I probably would be much more in shape if she'd let me done that. Slash and Burn Theory says, he, like many other young black men, are done with the victimhood narrative and are ready to compete in the world. That's the only way to win. The only way to win is to actually compete. Old Man Shinoli says, you missed my super chat. Don't worry, I'll get back to it. I will. Russell Hall says, send Static Coder a pie in the mail. I don't think that's going to work. HK, wow, thank you for $10. He says, hey, Ethan, thank you so much for showing this vid and the streams in general. It really lights a fire under my ass to get up and do some cool stuff for myself and the people who want to see my art. You bet, HK. Get out there and do something good, guys. Don't sit around and whine. Don't be like that. This is your opportunity. You take it. You have the right attitude. You can win. Harry Bergeron, wow, $20. People are throwing money at me now. Truth, I worked for Disney for 23 years. Never thought I'd have to worry about my job. See what I mean? I haven't worked since March, and I don't know if my job will be back, so I spent 6 months working full-time on Hero Potential. Sign up on Indiegogo. Harry, Hero Potential looks fucking great. He's working on a video game. I gave him the limited rights to CyberFrog to put in this video game. So Hero Potential, you're going to be able to be CyberFrog as well as a bunch of other characters. And it looks great. I hope you make a ton of money, Harry. And we'll promote your campaign as soon as it's live. We definitely will. Pilgrim Media says, Ethan, EVS can come to New Jersey for a photo shoot. I don't know. Can you come to New Jersey for a photo shoot, or can I come to New Jersey for a photo shoot? I don't know what you mean. The answer is no. Either way, I don't want a photo shoot. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the Static Coder. Subscribe to the Static Coder. Show him some support, and let's see his channel grow. Let's see if we can get his career up and moving. That sucks. You're in the hands of a corporation. You're comfortable. You think you can rely on them, and then they let you down. It's pretty terrible. And all we really have is each other. We have the internet. We have this community. We have unlimited potential to do whatever we want to do. P. Callan says, how much for all three figures? I guess like $120 because they're going to be $40 a piece. Eclipse Warlord says, fulfilling is important. Tell Charles Jones that. Who's Charles Jones? Mark C says 10 by 14 wouldn't even work. The drawing area of a page is 10 by 15. The dimensions would be off. Yeah, I know that a lot of books are bigger than comic book size books. We'll see. I'll look into that. Joe Biden said the T-Rex dying was proof of climate change. Then the one surviving old person, thanks to Cuomo, stood out of his wheelchair and clapped. Says Feet Callan. Jasper Flanon, I love that California's on fire because of climate change. It's like, really? It's on fire because of climate change? It's not because of poor forest management. It's not because you guys aren't doing any. Okay, yeah. It's climate change. Everything's climate change. Everything that goes wrong because of your irresponsibility is climate change. Jasper Plan 9 says, please make warts the exact format of a DC Absolute so it looks nice on our shelves. Now, that's a possibility, but that's going to be something that we would have to earn. We'd have to get there. Chris W. says, how do you spell amphibionics? But he spelled it exactly right. So he spelled it right. Thank you, Fatty, says Old Man Chenille. You're welcome. I think that's about Alterna. So yeah, you bet. Let me just check and see if I got them all. Thank you for so much. Yeah. Okay, I think we're almost. I think we're good. Thank you guys for super chats. Wow, hey, you guys were inspired by that kid just like I was. I gotta say, I was really happy with that video, and I made a video. You know what was funny? Like as soon as I watched this video, I took my camera and I just walked around outside, and I gave like a. Suddenly, I was. Who's that guy that inspires everyone? Who's that guy that gives lectures about how you can win? I was that guy. I was trying to, tell you guys how I feel and that I believe in you. I didn't post it because I watched the video back and noticed how big my nose was. Deltaverse Comics says, witnesses I bestow the girth of Pie Man. Thank you. Yet the fee for $5 says, have you or Andrea seen an email from Tim Pool or Lydia? Get on Timcast IRL to boost CyberFrog to beat the evil. He's like 30 minutes from you. I'm trying to help. I have no interest in it. You guys are trying to get me and Tim Pool together when neither of us are like, I don't need to be on his show and he's not looking for me. Why? Because we're both from Jersey? Like, what would the point be? Tim, I want to tell you about Comicsgate. I mean, I get it. He's got a big channel and I guess it would help my channel, but people have to come to me and they have to be interested in talking to me. I don't really, I'm not really looking. I'm not Mike S. You know what it is? Mike S. Miller going around trying to get on people's shows. That's what I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy. If people come to me and say, would you come on the show? Because we want to talk to you because our show is going in this direction and we want to talk about it. Hell yeah, of course I will, but people need to come to me. I think I'm not going to go to them. It's just, it's silly. Zach is here. He says, go on Ben Shapiro. Yeah. That'll fix everything. Go on Ben Shapiro. Yeah. Again, anytime these guys ask me, I will. If they ask me, I'll do it. I'm not going to ask them. I will do zero work to try to get on someone else's show. Nolan Nerd says, Cali isn't burning because of climate change. It's burning because God is sick and tired of the Sodom and Gomorrah, disgusting ways of life, that and Nancy Pelosi. I agree with you. The entire West Coast is on fire. What does that tell you? I mean, all the way up to Washington, you think that's global warming, and it's just hitting. Global warming is just being mean to, leftist controlled states in the United States of America. It's not really happening anywhere else. That's weird. Why would global warming discriminate like that? Yetnapi says, Tim talks about SJW BS all the time, and so do you. Yeah, I like Tim Pool. I'm watching his show. I like that he pretends he's a liberal, but now he's going to vote for Trump. I really like him. I dig his show a lot. Go on. This isn't the real Zach. Comics Matter with your boy Zach says, go on Joe Rogan. I don't think that's the real Zach. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's the same thing. Go on Joe Rogan. Yeah, I will. Go on the Tonight Show. Yeah. No problem. Jasper Plan 9 says Snyder and SGM did high numbers because they offered hardcover tiers, which I backed. I just thought for the Comicsgate trade paperback established standard, just a thought. Yeah, there's some people who said to me, why don't you do a trade, like a soft cover version of Warts and All? Maybe later, maybe later. I don't think I'm going to do it right away. He's modded. Okay, it is the real Zach. It is the real. Okay, thanks, Zach. I liked your Jogan. Let's see. Deltaverse Comics says you have to stroke Ethan's nose, not his ego. No, my ego. my ego. Yeah. Just say here's what to do. Say, we have to talk about comics, Ethan. We have to talk about, Ethan, we're doing a show about Comicsgate, and everyone says that you're the one to talk to because you know so much about SJWs and comics, and you're so funny, and you're so witty, and you dress so well. Would you consider coming on our show right this second so that you don't have to make plans that ruin your week? Will you come on our show right this second to talk about it? And I'd be like, oh, yeah, I will. Thanks. Hey, thanks for thinking of me. I'm the one. Yeah, okay. That's how to get me on the show. It's completely about my ego. And it would be also about not making me, like, the worst thing you could do is be like, how's next Thursday at 6? Then I got to think about Thursday at 6. And I got to think about all the things I'd rather be doing and how this is going to interrupt my day. That I don't like. Just put me, just say, let's do it. And I'll go right now. Let's just not do it. How about if we just not do it? Ethan has a kind of hawk nose, but it's not in my cereal. Okay. Yet in the piece says, to get on EVS's good side, first you roll him over. What kind of thing is that to say? Why is there a controversy with X23 and you, says Boople Snoop? Is there a controversy? They're talking about X23, and I pointed out the very real truth. And I know this strikes people as horrible, but I was there. I created X23 in a way. Okay. And I could say I created X23 and be kind of right, but also not. In 1997, during the Marvel Knights era, if you remember, Joe Quesada, Jimmy Palmiotti, East Coast New Yorkers, were given the keys to Marvel Comics. They were supposed to produce 5 comics, I believe, along with Daredevil that they were doing. And they reached out to their friends, and they reached out to me, and they said, hey, I was doing CyberFrog. I was about to go over to DC. We knew each other. And they said, hey, you want to come be a part of Marvel Knights? And I said, yes, I do. And they said, well, what do you want to do? And I had my own ideas. But they said, what we need you to do is, because you draw like you got a cartoony style, we need you to come up with a junior version of a Marvel character. And they said, you can do whatever you want, or we have some ideas. How about the Silver Snowboarder? How about Spidey Jr. or Spidey? How about Daredevil Jr.? All these, it all sounded horrible. Like these are half thought out, half-baked ideas. I said, well, give me a minute. Let me think about it. So I saw Alanis Morissette's You Ought to Know video. It was brand new on TV. So that should tell you the exact moment when this happened. Alanis Morissette's You Ought to Know just hit MTV. And I'm watching the video, and I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know anything about her. She seemed like a crazy woman, like whipping her hair all around. You couldn't really see her face. And I said, oh, what if that were Wolverine's teenage daughter? What if Wolverine, while he was in Japan, fucked some Japanese woman, got her pregnant, so a mutant preferably. And they had a daughter, and she was like half Canadian, half Japanese, and she had claws, and she was a bitch, and she had like facial piercings and everything. She was a lunatic. She was feral, just a feral little girl. And I created this character called Lynx, X32, because X32, if you look at that in the mirror, it says sex. That was a joke. That's the kind of joke that I used to make, visual jokes. And I sent it over to Marvel Comics, and Joe Quesada was enamored of it. He said, holy shit, can you do more drawings of this? And I did some more drawings of it. In the meantime, I'm also auditioning to work at DC. So this is catching some of my attention. I'm pretty sure that DC is a better place for me to be. They loved it. Joe Quesada came back to me and said, Bob Harris loves this. And I said, that's great. Yeah. So then I went to DC Comics, and I left this whole thing behind. I didn't even think about it again until Marvel got to me and said, do you want to do this book? It's called Remnants, and your Wolverine girl character is going to be in it. And I said, yeah, okay. So I did that and fucked it up. It's like I was too busy. I thought I could do 2 things at once, and I couldn't. That book Remnants features, and it came out, I drew it in 1999. It came out in 2000. Okay. You can see my Wolverine girl character. At the same time, Marvel Comics has the idea in their head from me of Wolverine's daughter, and they start to cycle it through various creative teams to find out, what they can do with it. They launch a book called Wild Thing that looks just like a woman in Wolverine's costume. It sucks. It's a piece of shit. Tom DeFalco, Ron Lim. It bombs out. And I see it. I'm in Portland, Oregon. I go to the comic store and look at it and go, what the fuck? These guys are fucking, like, I'm kind of annoyed that they took my idea, but at the same time, it's like, of course they're going to take the idea because it's just a Wolverine girl. And then all of a sudden, 2003, so years later, 3 years later, this character comes out on the cartoon. She's X-23, not X-32. And she looks an awful lot like my drawings of Lynx. And her name's Laura Kinney. And there you go. They found the right formula. She's Craig Yost and Chris Kyle. Chris Kyle's a sniper. Whatever. Yost and Kyle created her. And I think my opinion is, and I don't know this for sure because I wasn't talking to Marvel, but my opinion is that probably Marvel Comics asked them to do so. How about Wolverine's daughter? Can you come up with something like that? And because this idea had been kicking around for so long, and they probably did that. And that's where X-23 came from. The original idea was for me. And that's kind of the way it works. You know, it's like an idea comes out, it gets kicked around, and you might forget where that idea came from. But I'm sure I could remind Joe and Jimmy that is where the idea came from. And so I can say with some aplomb and some trolling, I do that every now and then. But it's true that I created X-23. And that pisses lesbians off. I don't know why. Is X-23 lesbian? I had all these crazy women, yelling at me yesterday about, you could never create a character that good. But I did. No, you did. But I did. I did. I know. I know it's hard for you to believe. I know it's hard. Now you're going to read that comic book and know that it came from me. Like, the most evil, the voice of the right wing, Comicsgate. Boy, it's going to make it hard for you to read that book now. So sorry. Pilgrim Media says EBS is the 2021 Comicsgate convention on. Yeah, as far as we know, we still don't. It's not. Yes, it is. We're doing it. We've got everybody doing it. We've got the people who are organizing it. They're great at organizing conventions. We cannot nail down a date, obviously, for those reasons that are obvious. Track Media only says, what if they said they had pie instead? That would be different. Just give me some pie and I'll be there. Let me see here. I just lost my super chat. I missed one. I'll get around to it again. Leonidas says, Tim Pool just loves retelling the same 3 stories about himself. He's good for reading me the latest news while eating breakfast, but that's about it. I don't know. I like him. Gerald Lang says, CyberFrog coloring book. Yeah, let's do it. That sounds like fun. Nolan Nerd says, did you create or have a hand in designing Phantom X? No. I was the second person to draw him, though. But no, that was entirely the other dude. Also, I just received my CyberFrog channel icon. Hail to you. Thank you. Yeah, Phantom X. I drew Phantom X, I think, in 133, New X-Men 133. I didn't create him at all. I had nothing to do with him. Yetna P says, you watch him live? You see my super chats to him about you? No, I don't watch him live. I watch his videos. And your super chats have come up a couple of times. People showed them to me. And thank you for them. It's very kind of you. Eclipse Warlord says, Charles Jones made the Asgard number 0 Indiegogo and only partially fulfilled. Oh, Ben Jones. Then stopped responding to emails, DMs, campaign comments. Twitter's active. That's weird. Yeah, Ben Jones. He was on the show a lot, kind of disappeared. Jabba the Cuck says, shut the fuck up, Ethan. Nobody gives it. Yeah, they do. They asked me, Jabba the Cuck. They asked me. So, I got to tell people when they ask me questions. Tatooine says, wow, that super chat was $2 well spent. I don't mind. I love that story. They're really upset about it. Like, Ethan's claiming, I'm just having fun, bitches. That's all. I don't want anything for it. Even though obviously I'm owed royalties, thanks, creator byline. Steve Ditko created the Hulk, but Jack Kirby gets the credit for it. Why is that? That's not fair. That's a little like me and X-23. I created X-23, but these guys get the credit for it. That's not right. Next movie, I want my name in the credits. It's only fair. And these guys know it's true. They absolutely know it's true. Timpool is the big topic right now. Everybody's excited about Timpool. Oh my God. Why does that bother them so much? You know, why? Why does the truth set them off? You know, it's crazy. It's just truth. You know, it's just the truth that, you know, I created all of the characters that they consider to be. I mean, and here's the thing. They're like, well, Ethan would probably piss himself if he saw this female Wolverine. And I'm like, but I created her. I created her. Like, I wouldn't do that because it was my idea. So, you know, and the other thing about it is that one of these girls said, look, Ethan, your character is way different. Your character was half Japanese. Laura isn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know X-23 wasn't half Japanese. I thought she was. But if that's the case, you know, like my character was far more inclusive. You know, my character was mixed race. You know, that's very special. You know, that's even more included with a little Asian representation. I understand Marvel Comics has a problem with Asians. Look at CB Sobolski. But I don't know why they would. I don't support the Asian erasure that went on when they changed my character, X32, into X23 and took away her Japanese identity. It's just, that's wrong. That's just wrong. So I apologize to Japan on behalf of Marvel Comics. I meant well. You know, I meant well. That's all I can say. Ethan, have you heard of this Latina Green Lantern? Go on, piss thyself. Yeah, exactly. That's right. You tell them that too, they get upset as well. But I mean, this is the thing. I was working in comics for a long time, and I'm an incredible creator. Incredible. I had my fingers in a lot of characters. A lot of the female and diverse characters that, you know, you're reading and enjoying now for the big two, you know, I had my fingers in them. That's you know, because I was around. So people would ask me to do designs and things like that, or ask me for ideas. So, you know, just so you know, you see those characters that represent female empowerment, and a lot of them, yeah, a lot of them were picked up and handled by me. Yours truly. I did it. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let's go through the campaigns. I got another story to tell you. It's, you know, it's pretty neat, but let's take a look at what we got here. Ethan Man Sky for CyberFrog, warts and all. It's a launch, guys. This is very important. We are about to launch the CyberFrog, warts and all complete 90 CyberFrog hardcover omnibus. And a lot of people have been asking for this, or when is it coming? Well, let's do the pre-launch. This is sign up for it. You'll have a 24-hour peek at the campaign before anyone else does. You'll get to decide what you want to back if you want to back it. Sign up early, get the exclusive trading card with backing. There's going to be a special trading card, and don't cry about it. This is the thing. I got people saying, I didn't know about the Vespers card. Well, yeah, but we told you about it a million times. Sign up for notifications. It's free. It costs nothing. You know, if you sign up for notifications, you just type your email address here. It says sign up, and you're in, and you get a trading card. Costs us like $1. Like, we have to ship the trading card to you. So you're actually costing us money, but we're happy to do it because we love you guys. Sign up early, get this trading card. And otherwise, when you see other people getting the trading card and you're like, I didn't get one, I didn't know. I'm telling you now, please don't let yourself down. Please don't do it. Be good to yourself. Be your own best friend, you know. Early rare issue of every rare early issue of CyberFrog collected all in one for the first time ever, a complete volume of every rare CyberFrog comic and appearance from the 1990s. These comics are hard to find, and they're extremely expensive. What the hell? I went on eBay and I looked at all the sold editions of CyberFrog. Craziness. Here's your chance to get all of it in one hardcover omnibus collection. Do not miss out, guys. This is a big deal. It's going to be fairly inexpensive. $30 for a hardcover of every single CyberFrog, everything. I'm going to make it really nice too. It's going to be a nice collection of everything. You'll be able to peruse and go, that Ethan, he's a nutty son of a bitch. Look at this, what he did. What a nut. I love that guy. That's what you're going to say when you get CyberFrog, warts and all, the hardcover omnibus. You're going to call me a nutty bitch. And you're going to say, ha, 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 I love that guy. Brand new cover art by me, Ethan Van Sciver. You're going to get this beautiful new wraparound dust jacket cover. It's in shiny foil, colored by Kyle Ritter, even though we do not have that color, those colors yet. I'm sure we'll have them soon. CyberFrog Frogapalooza zine. This campaign will feature an opportunity to grab an exclusive bonus comic, CyberFrog Frogapalooza zine, with the earliest previously unpublished CyberFrog comics and art. This is the worst shit imaginable. It's the stuff that I did when I was learning how to draw comics. 1993 to 1994, all the CyberFrog stuff that my friends saw in Jersey. You know, I'm sitting there drawing CyberFrog and working at a, you know, airbrush cart, painting T-shirts for, you know, Puerto Rican kids. It's insane in the membrane. You know, I'm sitting there with my airbrush, insane in the membrane, and, you know, painting a little kid with big feet holding an Uzi and smoking a blunt, you know. That's how I came up. You know, people say, where did you learn to draw? Did you go to art school? No, it came up in the Cherry Hill Mall, drawing, you know, a little ethnic cartoon characters smoking weed. And, you know, with the lyrics of Cypress Hill songs on the shirts. Taught myself how to do that. So you're going to see all that stuff that I was doing in the meantime. Like, you know, it's all going to be in this book here. Here we go. Custom headwear. You need a helmet? New for this campaign. Baseball caps, beanies, and hoodies. CyberFrog all caps comics proud. You'll wear this stuff. This is like wearing a MAGA hat. Wear this at a convention and watch people of dubious and questionable gender squeal. I mean, they're going to be like, oh my God, your comics skate. Ah! You want to wear this wherever you go. This laughing man icon is you going, ha, 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 ha. That's you. That's not just me. When you see the laughing man icon, I want you to understand that that's not just me. It's you too. You're going, as you wear the all caps comics, the CyberFrog stuff. It says Comicsgate on the side. That is you guys walking around the convention, if there ever is a convention again, and just watching weirdos cry. This is your chance. You're going to have a chance to get all this stuff with this campaign. Sign up early. Get this trading card. Find out about this campaign. Get ready to back it. And by the way, 500 people. Bonus CyberFrog metal miniature at the executive tier level. Limited to only 500 pieces because there's only going to be 500 slots available for the executive tier. That's going to be the subscription level. $200 for those of you who are interested to subscribe to this particular campaign. You're going to get the every single comic book, and you're going to get this beautiful miniature. You're not going to get the hat. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to have to ask you what the size is. I'm sorry. Could you tell me how fat you are? No, I'm not going to do that. That's none of my business. I'm going to give you one of all of the books and whatever else that we make here that we print. And you're going to get one of the bonus metal miniatures that are only 500 of them. People are already saying, do I have to, are there going to be any? No, I don't think there are going to be any extras. Let me be cocky about this. I think we're going to sell through 500 of these. If we don't, I'll be embarrassed. But that's okay. I could use, I could be humbled. I could be humbled further. That would be fine. Sign up early and receive an exclusive trading card with backing by signing up. You will also receive the latest updates and news from the camp. I'm not going to bother you. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to bother you. Why only 500? Because David, I had to buy these up front. I have these. These are in the next room. I'm not making these. I already have these. They're already ready for you guys. There's going to be no wait. The only thing that we got to wait for is to print the hardcover comic, the hardcover collection, and that's not going to take too long. The book's already done. All the material is finished. I just have to get in there and do a little typing. I was a wee lad, and I came up with the idea of a frog that eats fried chicken. I don't know where I got that from, but it wasn't the fucking Battletoads. It was probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Probably not Battletoads. I didn't play video games. I didn't know who the Battletoads were, but I did know who the Turtles were, and that's why I ripped them off. So it's a singular character, an amphibian, who eats chicken instead of pizza, has a female friend like April O'Neil, but it's Heather Swain. It's the same, but it's different. Lives in a ghetto, not in the sewer. He lives in a burned out ghetto. And he's got a salamander big brother who's very big. And he fights bugs. has not. I mean, it is. It's pretty 1-to-1 to the turtles. But I'm not the only one who was ripping off the turtles back then. Thing is, CyberFrog has evolved to become a much richer tapestry of brilliance. I mean, it's a collage of meaning and insight, feeling, emotion. You know, but not in the 90s. In the 90s, it was just straight up shit. And, you know, this entire book is just CyberFrog going around and smacking old people, watching insects eat hipsters and spit out their bones. You know, and I think Deathfly eats a blonde girl and spits out her femur. He says, typical blonde, no brains, great legs. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But, you know, you might enjoy it. You might enjoy it. Make sure that you subscribe and get ready to, or make sure you fill in your email address and get ready to back this campaign if you wouldn't mind. CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet is only 2 backers away. 2 backers away from 9,800 backers. Just one now. Just one backer away. The next backer is going to push CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet over the edge to 9,800 backers. And what a great celebration we'll have. We will whoop it up. We'll have a good time. You want to do this. Back this. I've got the, you know, I've got the beautiful keychain in front of me. Everybody gets a free keychain. I'm going to be sending these out. Can you imagine? You know, yeah. Where are my keys? Well, where's the frog? That's where my keys are. Now I can, you know, I can unlock my kid who I locked in the closet all day while I was at work. Don't do that. Don't do anything like that. But do get this this keychain. Do back this campaign. Don't lock your children in the closet while you go to work. Don't be Casey Anthony. Christ almighty. You know, Casey Anthony, she told everybody about her name's Zenaida. Zanny. Zanny is her nanny. Yeah, bitch, it's Xanax. I understand. You drugged your child with Xanax and threw her in the trunk. And then you laughed with your friends. Oh, Zanny the nanny. You bitch. Why aren't you in jail? Why aren't you in jail right now? Every time I think about Casey Anthony, I get angry. Why aren't you in jail? Damn it. Impossible Stars by your boy Zach. Why isn't Zach in jail? Doing great. Doing very good. Approaching $30,000. Approaching $30,000 here on Indiegogo. Impossible Stars. Great looking comic. Gotta say, even though I really don't like this. I don't know why I have to look at this. Now there's you can put an image over this. They let you do that. You should pick an image that's, you know, will get people interested. Like, this is pretty cool. This is cool. You know, this stuff is good. Great perspective here. You know, why not show this? Why not show this? Look at this. Oh, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Why not show any of this? Do it. Put this up here so people can see it. The art is fantastic. And Zach, one of the best things about this campaign is that you've got Mike Barron and Kelsey Shannon bringing back Nexus together, and you get to do that. That's a Dark Horse property. You understand, this is Dark Horse Comics, and your boy Zach's publishing it. That's amazing. Not enough people high five Zach. I would like to do that right now. Zach, right there, pal. High five. Great job. Back Impossible Stars. Let's make this campaign soar through the galaxy. Oh, look, somebody did. Somebody backed it. Thank you so much. This is important right here. Fatal by Clint Stoker. Fatal by Charlie Snogans. These guys, this is Clint Stoker's 3rd campaign, and it is already shaping up to be the greatest campaign that he's done. Look at this. 14 hours to go. $56,606. 1,079 backers. You want this book because Clint Stoker's a great writer, and Charlie Snogans is an extraordinary artist who knows how to draw boobies. We were saying this at the beginning of the stream. Charlie Snogans knows how to draw AAT. He does. Look at this. I look at this and I go, that's marvelous. I look at this and I go, that's marvelous. That's all marvelous. I don't see people drawing women as well as Charlie does. Charlie is amazing. Make sure to choose one of these covers here. Choose them all. And back Fatal by the great Clint Stoker, who is the great-great-great-grandson of Bram Stoker. You guys didn't know this, but Clint is actually entitled Clint's actually entitled to do a Dracula comic book, and I think he's thinking about doing it. Clint Stoker's Dracula. His father or great-grandfather was Bram Stoker, the original creator of Dracula. So why wouldn't Clint do his own? Dracula is anybody can do Dracula. It's available. You can use it if you want to. So why wouldn't Clint do it and put his spin on it? His final statement: I'm Clint Stoker. I'm of the Stoker family. Dracula is part of our legacy. And here's what I have to say about it. I would buy that. I would back that comic book, and I know that you guys would too. Graveyard Shift Volume 3. As John Malin continues to dominate, $223,000 with 4 days left. We're approaching complete and total revenge. I don't know if it's revenge, but it's spite. He's trying to beat Plot Holes. Plot Holes is $252,741. That's what it funded in 2 months. I would love to see John Malin actually beat the current total of $263,000. That would be great. I'd love to see that happen. And we could do it. I mean, if we're getting to 253, I don't see why we can't get to 263 in 4 days. I'll be here to help. I'll talk about it. I won't say too many curse words. This is Graveyard Shift Volume 3, John's third book, and he ships on time. His comics look great. His comics read great. I'm not surprised at all that his new issue is doing so much better than the last one. I'm also not surprised because I did a variant cover. This is the Van Sciver variant right here that you can back for $25. You can get my cover. You can get Shane Davis's cover here. This is the Davis variant. Get them both right here. The Van Sciver versus Davis. I don't know, not versus. There's no competition. We're friends. But get the Van Sciver versus Davis combo here for $50. Get both of them, and support John Malin in his effort to be better than everyone. I support him in that. I've always told him I like it when you win. I think the thing about you is that people really enjoy watching you win, and they want you to do better than everyone. I know you're the same way. I know you believe in that. All right, let's go back real quick and just check. Did we get to 9,800 or no? Are we still at 98? No, we did it. Yay! We got that other backer. $9,800. That's all I wanted to see happen today. That made my whole day bright. 9,800 backers for CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet as we continue on our slow march to beat Order of the Stick. I don't know if we're going to beat Order of the Stick. I don't know if we have enough energy to do that. Maybe, but I think we can get to 10,000 backers, and that would be almost as good. It'd be almost as good. It'd still be failure, but it'd be better than, total failure. Somebody sent me this article. The cancel culture mob targeted these 3 professors. I don't know who needs to hear this right now. I'm going to read you this article. I think this is important. They always say SJWs have things that they say on Twitter all the time. They go, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but Black lives do matter. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but fuck you. Nobody needs to hear anything you have to say. People do need to hear what I have to say. I just showed you somebody who needed to hear what I have to say. I just showed you that kid. He's like, look, I needed to hear what Ethan had to say, and he's been better for it. But most people don't need to hear what these SJWs on Twitter need to say. The cancel culture mob targeted these 3 professors right here. They all agree on one thing: don't cave. How many times have we said this? These professors are smart. They represent higher learning. Quick, you're being targeted by the cancel culture mob. Your inbox is blowing up. Your Twitter mentions are filled with hate. You get these messages from them that go, I thought you were better than this. I'm shocked that it turns out that you're a garbage person too. I stayed up all night crying over what I saw that you retweeted because I thought I knew you, but I guess I didn't know you. I guess you don't truly care about marginalized people. And then you go, wait a second, what do you mean? Of course I'm not a garbage person. Of course I care about marginalized people. Don't tell me, tell them by apologizing. And you get all kinds of messages like this, and it's really confusing if you don't know what's happening. There's a petition demanding your termination. What do you do? According to 3 professors who've all had this happen to them recently, they all agree on one thing: don't cave. The pressure to apologize in an effort to appease one's tormentors can be tremendous, but do not give in to the pressure. If you feel you did no wrong, do not apologize, says Princeton University classics professor Joshua Katz. He says, I have watched people abase themselves before the mob in an effort to receive mercy for what should at most be a misdemeanor and be mocked for it. There is no redemption in the new woke religion. I love these professors. I know. I love these guys. These are 100% correct. Katz made the comments during an August 30 forum, Saving Higher Education from Cancel Culture, which also featured DePaul University professor Jason Hill and Cornell law professor William Jacobson. Jacobson, who was targeted by so-called cancel culture mob over the summer, warned the unrest and tensions on campuses today are being used by certain groups, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, to increase their power. This is a power play. What we're seeing going on campuses and in the culture more broadly is an exercise of power to prevail or to prevent open debate of ideas. Jacobson said during a 2-hour discussion, they want to prevent the open discussion of ideas. My idea is that we throw all of them in a pit full of rabid tigers. I want to discuss that with SJWs. SJWs, do you want to explain to me, can we have a conversation? Can we debate? Can we have a debate about me putting you in a trebuchet and flinging you into an oncoming train? I'd like to debate that with you, but they don't want to debate that. They want to silence me, and that's the problem. In June, some in the Cornell community had mounted a campaign to get Jacobson fired after he published 2 posts on his conservative blog, Legal Insurrection, that bluntly criticized the Black Lives Matter movement amid the George Floyd protests and riots. Jacobson said he learned to go public about the attacks against him rather than cower. He learned the targeting was a highly coordinated effort, and it is. I understand revolutionary movements and the neighbors denouncing neighbors, colleagues, workers denouncing other workers is one of the hallmarks of a revolutionary movement. That's what we're going through right now. What do you think this is? What do you think this is anyway? This is a revolutionary movement that we're going through, and we all need to wake up to it. Fight back. That's essentially what cancel culture is. It's a revolutionary movement. While the effort to cancel Jacobson was unsuccessful, he wasn't canceled. The venerable law professor was still publicly censured by his dean, and many students have called on their peers to boycott his classes. Jacobson said he's lucky he has the job protection. The damage from cancel culture is not to the people who are able to survive, who have a platform or job protection. It's to everybody else who doesn't have those benefits and those protections. They're scared into silence. Professor Katz, who came under fire in July for his dissenting letter against his colleagues' racial justice demands, said that in the current climate, pretty much anything that goes even mildly against the reigning and increasingly radical and bizarre. It's fucking weird. It's bizarre. It is weird. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, it's weird. They go, trans women are women. And you have to go, yeah, they are. No, they're not. I mean, they're just not. Strictly no, they're not. It's bizarre. It's weird that everybody has to nod their heads to that. They're trans people. They're trans women. I'll go with trans women. You don't just go, they're women. Let's be real here. It's ridiculous. Anyway, this can lead to cancellation. In recent years, and especially in recent months, people inside the academy have, with frightening rapidity, persuaded a considerable segment of the population. Hold on a second here. There we go. I keep getting kicked off. I don't understand. Let's see. Persuaded a considerable segment of the populace that words are violence and need to be policed. People talk about how you're hurting people. Even more frightening is that these ideas have been coupled with violent actions and calls for defunding the actual non-metaphorical police. So these people actually do want to defund the police. It's fucking crazy. Free speech is a bedrock principle. If we cannot agree on this, then we're lost as a nation. So I love seeing this, guys. I love seeing these professors stand up. A major reason the cancel culture is so effective is because it creates the impression that the whole world is attacking, when in reality, it may only be a few dozen weirdos. Therefore, he also recommends pushing back. We do need a cultural shift in which people are given some room to be wrong, and where our first impulse is to try to convince our opponents rather than destroy them. No, but that's not the point. The point isn't to do that for them. They don't care about that. They don't care about the one person they're destroying. They care about the 1,000 people who are watching this who are now going to shut the F up. So I do think that if they don't stop doing it soon, there will be no saving our society from really ugly ramifications of where this can go. Thank goodness people are actually speaking up about this now. Do not cave. Do not cave to these radicals. Don't ever cave to them. Stand up to them. Never apologize. Never give them anything that they want. Don't give them anything they want. Call them weirdos. And that's the thing. I mean, I will say this. Why Comicsgate? Why are we doing what we're doing? Why does Comicsgate exist? Comicsgate exists because it is a movement that stands up against this very same thing and protects people who are going through it. There's somewhere to go. There's somewhere to go. I mean, if you're being canceled in comic books over whatever you believe or say or who you are, don't worry. You can come here and you're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. You're going to be able to, crowdfund your comic. You're going to be like Dan Fraga, Shane Davis, Bill Williamson is coming over here. He's going to do great. All these people are going to do better because they are, they're with us. It's weird. It's like all this stuff. Cancel culture is happening at a moment when technology is changing, when the world is changing. The mainstream is actually having trouble now. I mean, they can't even legitimately offer a better situation for people than we can. So it's perfect. Comicsgate is in a perfect situation. Bill Willingham. I'm sorry. I said Williamson. Bill Willingham is coming over. Yeah, it's true. We can provide a better situation for people here. And we can make sure that people do not get canceled, that people are able to get funded, get their comic books out there. I will be here, big mouth, trying to sell some of the better comic book efforts. I can't do it for everyone. I pick and choose. I pick some of the best Indiegogo campaigns, the best looking comic books, and I promote them to you. And you guys, thank you for continuing to support them. You guys are amazing for this. Amazing. We're amazing. We're amazing that this is happening right now. We're amazing because it's the future, and we're here. We're here making it. We're here making it happen every single day together. So thanks for that. I'm going to let me just check. I don't think there are any more super chats, but let me check. My throat already hurts. I've been talking like nonstop all day. Yeah, we got some. Entropy says, do I pick a second perk to get the toys on Wreck Planet? Well, you're already going to get the CyberFrog toy, right? The CyberFrog toy is free. The Salamandroid toy, you can just buy that separately if you've already backed it, or you can add it on to the order that you're making now. So just buy a copy of Wreck Planet, go to checkout, and checkout's going to say, would you like to add a Salamandroid toy? And you say, yes, I would. It's cheaper that way. If you do Salamandroid as an add-on, it's like a $5 extra shipping charge rather than like $20 shipping charge, which I think it is regularly. I can't remember how much it is, but it's better to do it that way. So, and thank you for backing CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet. Yet in the piece says, chat, please help. I'm embarrassed that Uncle E has seen me complimenting him. Please press F in the chat to call him fat in a somewhat harassing manner. So if you want to call me fat, hit F in the chat. Like, wait a second. Cranberry Langer says, do the shirts and hats repel SJWs? SJW off? Yes, they do. You will not be forced to have a conversation with any weirdos. They will stay clear of you when they see you wearing Comic Artist Pro Secrets gear, all caps comics gear, or CyberFrog gear. Cranberry Langers, thank you for that. Deltaverse Comics says, with wraparound premium cover pie crumbs not included. Twitter Trash says, did you see the trailer for Superman Red Son where they made him Russian? I saw a clip of him talking about the fall of America. I hate DC even more. Well, interestingly enough, Red Son was done a long time ago, and I think it was written by Mark Miller. So Mark Miller is legit. The story is, what if Superman landed in the Soviet Union rather than the United States, and how would that have made him different? and how that'll change the world. It's a good story. Don't react to that negatively. It's actually, I think it says something about communism. Tatooini says, please don't have the con in October. My job doesn't allow vacations in October. If you do, please let channel members get the stuff you give at the con. Thanks. Okay, Tatooini, good to know. Bird Gang says, Marvel changed dialogue back from Asian to British a couple of years ago, too. Something's up there. Yeah, why does Marvel hate Asian people? What's going on? Leonidas says, purchased my frog book and have been tracking the delivery, and it's been through 5 states before leaving the country. Better be good, Fat Man. I hope it is. I hope you like it. That's crazy. Lord Finatra says, Oz is a drag queen. Eclipse Warlord. Oh, I read that one. Okay, that's good. Let me just do one more refresh on the super chats and just see if any more came in. Let me make sure I read these. Oh, here we go. Cranberry Langers say, Cranberry Langers said, they say they stand for moral purposes, and if you oppose it, you're conceding to be immoral. Purposes to quell power of freedom, opposition to them. Yeah, you really have to be upfront about what they're doing. You have to explain openly and over again how evil they don't like it. I mean, but you, first of all, you cannot let them have the moral high ground because they don't have it. They're not entitled to it. Tell them why you don't like SJWs, what they do wrong, and why they need to be opposed. They just screech. Leonidas, thanks for $5, says F, so he's calling me fat. Thank you all very much. Appreciate you. Love you. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much for backing all of these great comics. Please continue to do it. Share the campaigns that you like, even if they're ones other than the ones that we're talking about today. Share them. Talk about them. Try to get other people's attention. And let's continue to rock this out. Make sure to back Alterna Comics because you demanded it. Support Alterna and the great people who work there. Love all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning into this afternoon. And I'll see you again either tonight or tomorrow morning with another video. Adios.